It's time for Caldwell County Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball on your hometown radio station, WPKY, The Tiger. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Princeton Electric Plant Board, Tri-Shoes Incorporated, Planters Bank, Community Medical Clinic, McDonald's, Caldwell Medical Center, First Southern National Bank, Pennyroyal Rural Electric, Gordon Gas Company, the Woodall Agency, KSC A&W, the McGregor Group Heating and Air, Farmers Bank and Trust Company, Jeff Rousseau, Attorney at Law, Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, Morgan's Funeral Home, and Fredonia Valley Bank.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Todd Central High School for basketball action tonight. Doubleheader, boys and girls both in action. First off, it's the Caldwell County Lady Tigers and the Todd Central Lady Rebels. Dennis Stevens here setting in for Eric Jacobs tonight, along with Ty Englebright and Bob Hayes. Bob, just about a minute before we tip this one off, so not a great deal in the pregame tonight, but Caldwell County Lady Tigers kind of hitting a stride the last couple of games. They found some scoring. They've had some big games out of Bella McConnell, so it may be a great time with district play starting next week, district tournament action starting next week. They're starting to hit their stride.
Well, we are, and I understand from talking to Coach Freilich that Carson Parker will not be in uniform tonight. In fact, she didn't even make the trip, still battling the flu-like symptoms, and that. So great win on the road this past Monday night at Ohio County against a team that was figured to be about our size and strength and all that, and we put them away with 3 or 4 minutes to go in a game and won that game by 17 or 18. But this is when you want to hit your stride right before the second season commences, which is district tournament, which is for the Lady Tigers next Monday night.
And that's a 7:30 game, I think, to start the district tournament off for the girls.
And we're ready for the player introductions. The Caldwell County Lady Tigers, being the visitors, will be introduced first.
Recently, our girls varsity basketball team competed in the All-A Classic 4th region tournament. Although we made it,
and we have a little announcement before we get the players introduced.
Todd Central comes in tonight out of the 4th region. They bring a 500 mark at 12-12 into the night. Caldwell County out of the 2nd region at 13-11.
And looking at the Cantrell ratings this past week, Dennis, Todd Central has a 56.1 ranking, Caldwell a 50.2. So you'd figure that obviously with that situation, Todd County is 6-point favorite. So we'll have to wait and see how this plays out.
Caldwell County is going to play with a short bench tonight. As we said, Carson Parker out, along with Peyton Young out for the remainder of the season with that stress fracture in her ankle. So not a deep bench tonight for the Lady Tigers.
And we are now ready for player introductions. First, for the Lady Tigers from Caldwell County. Coming out first is number 11 is that Lucy Goffinet.
Lucy Goffinet has changed numbers on the away jerseys.
And Jada Boyd is number 10 is Jada.
No, number 10, Maja Hollowell. Jada, number 21. Bella McConnell, of course, number 20. And J.C. Jaggers rounds out the starting lineup wearing number 13.
Yeah, we had some understanding. We had some player jerseys, some issues with washing them.
Oh, okay.
So, excuse me for being coming out first, number 3 for Todd County. And I don't have a number 3.
That's number, let's see, number 5. Yeah, number 5 and number 10.
Is Natalie Groves. Number 10 is Alexis O'Daniel. Number 35 is Michaela Artis.
Let's see if we can pick these very light colored numbers. Number 22 also in the starting lineup.
22
Tatiana
is
Peterson.
Tatiana Peterson. And
it looks like maybe is there a 14?
There is a 14, but
let's see if that's her. She's right now blocked. We'll pick those numbers up as we get set to get this one underway from Todd Central High School. And it is number 14.
Jasmine Mims. So the teams are at midcourt ready for the jump, and take us through the first quarter. My broadcast partner, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. We're ready to tip this one off. Michaela Artis going up against Bella McConnell. Tip is up, controlled by Todd Central. The Lady Rebels will bring it across midcourt. Caldwell's going to set up in a zone. We kind of figured on that a little bit tonight, especially with the short bench. Not a lot of substitutes to come in for the Lady Tigers. The key is they're going to have to stay out of foul trouble. They rotate the zone around to the left, now back towards the right side. Skip pass goes underneath, stolen away. Jada Boyd has it for Caldwell County. She brings it up quickly. Goffinette on the right wing, back to Boyd, top of the key. Shot no good. Tipped away and back into the hands of Boyd at the top of the key. She dumps it down to McConnell. McConnell up, slapped on the wrist, no call on it. Comes up short. Rebound back to Central. Pass to the referee, way out of bounds on that one. Second straight turnover for the Lady Rebels. It'll send it back to Caldwell County.
Caldwell County got two good looks at that play, and you're right, Bella did get hit on the wrist, no call.
Todd Central opens up in a 2-3 zone. They work it out to Hollowell. Hollowell back to Jaggers, left wing off the side of the rim. Rebounded down to number 14, Mims. Mims brings it across, gets it over to number 5. That's Groves. Natalie Groves at the point. Over to O'Daniel, back to Groves. Skip pass to Mims, back to O'Daniel underneath, goes up, shot no good. That was number 35, Michaela Artis, had good position, couldn't make the short shot, then she went over the back of J.C. Jaggers on the rebound, so it'll be her first foul, team first.
And if she gets in foul trouble, the Todd County has no height whatsoever.
Yeah, she takes up a lot of space in that middle of that zone on the backside, and you can tell that Todd likes to work it down to her offensively, so that'll be a key tonight if she can stay out of foul trouble. Boyd to Hollowell, gets it over to Jaggers, top of the key. She lets go with a 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Ball batted around, back to Jaggers, still loose on the floor, and it's Boyd that comes up with it. She goes up, and it's going to go out of bounds.
I thought the big girl hit that.
I think Jada just a little bit out of control on that one. Wanted to go up, thought she was going to draw the foul. Artis did a good job of going straight up. She did what she was supposed to do. And it's turnover Lady Tigers. About 2 minutes gone in this ball game, still no score. Groves dribbles around, back to O'Daniel. O'Daniel to Peterson. Groves to O'Daniel. O'Daniel left wing, guarded by Hollowell. They try to work it in to Artis again. Ball loose on the floor, getting down on the ground. Bella McConnell, nice hustle. Turnover. Todd Central. Caldwell quickly the other way to Jaggers. Jaggers to McConnell from the elbow. Shot up, no good. And that one's rebounded by Peterson, so we'll come the other way. Both teams cold here to start this one. 5:34 left in the first quarter, no score. Lady Tigers next to last regular season game. It'll be a boy-girl doubleheader tomorrow night at Livingston Central. And then district tournament action starts on Monday night. As Bob said, Caldwell County Lady Tigers will play on Monday night at 7:30. This one's going to be called tipped away by Goffinette.
And one thing Todd Central is doing, Dennis, is we're not challenging their guards out front. We've got our zone packed in around the free throw line, extended to the top of the key.
Zone it in. They get the ball into Artis. She goes up for the shot. No good. She tried to get the rebound, and it goes off of her fingertips out of bounds, so it'll be Lady Tiger basketball. Yeah, we're giving them the three-point shot out front because you can tell early on that they want to work it down to Michaela Artis underneath. Goffinette from the corner, 4-3 off the side of the rim, no good. Bella McConnell trying to get in. This one's going to go out of bounds off of Artis. So the Lady Tigers will have it out of bounds underneath their own basket.
And so far, we've had great looks on every trip down the floor. Just can't get it to go in yet.
Yeah, the shots have been open for Caldwell so far. Jaggers over to Hollowell. Hollowell on the right wing. Goffinette to the corner. Dumps it down to McConnell. McConnell goes up, and it's tied up as she went up for the shot. Peterson tied her up. It's going to be a jump ball situation. Possession arrow will keep it with the blue and gold. Goffinette to take it out of bounds. And this one's tipped away. It's going to stay with Caldwell County. Lady Tigers a little bit of trouble getting it in that time. They'll set up in the box. Goffinette to put it in play. Takes it out deep. One of Jaggers does get it to her. Deflected at first by Todd Central. Now it's Boyd back to Hollowell. Boyd, top of the key. She looks over the zone. Jaggers is going to switch over to the right corner. Trying to find Bella McConnell underneath. Bella fronted by the Todd Central zone. Now it's Hollowell back to Jaggers. Jaggers with it at top of the key. Hollowell to the left side. Nice flash down underneath by Goffinette. Pass overthrown, stolen away by Todd Central. And it's Peterson the other way. She puts the shot up, no good, but she's fouled on the play. Foul on Maja Hollowell. Morgan McDaniels is going to come into the ball game for Goffinette. She'll take her place on the backside of that 2-3 zone. Todd Central gets it inbounds. Stolen away by the Lady Tigers. Now the ball loose on the floor. Artis comes up with it, and she's going to be fouled across the arm by Bella McConnell. Kind of a mismatch on a wrestling match as Jada Boyd and Artis both had control of the ball. That was going to be won by Artis 99% of the time. They get it into Artis. She dumps it back out to the corner. Shot up off the back of the rim by Groves. No good. Artis with the rebound. Puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back out. Three-point try off the back of the rim. No good. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Todd Central. That was Groves with the three attempt. No good. It's going to be Jasmine Mims to take it out.
Todd with 2 or 3 good looks at the basket then.
Caldwell County with good defense. They skip it around. Shot up. Three-point shot is up and in. And that is Alexis O'Daniel. And Todd Central takes the early lead 3-0. Over half the quarter gone. First shot by either team in this ball game. Caldwell works it around to McDaniel. McDaniel off of McConnell. A little bit too hard a pass for Bella to handle, and it's a turnover, Lady Tigers, as the Lady Rebels will bring it across. Groves has it top of the key. Over to O'Daniel. Back to Peterson, back to Groves. Groves on the right wing now. Skips it all the way across court to O'Daniel. They work it inside to Peterson. It's tapped away, and Maja Hollowell comes out with it. Hollowell just for a second had McConnell. Now they're going to work it around top of the key. It's Hollowell over to Jaggers. Jaggers to Boyd. Now Boyd top of the key to Hollowell on the wing. Nice dump pass down inside of McConnell. She puts it back out to Boyd. Boyd off the side of the backboard. No good. And quickly it's the Lady Rebels back across, but they'll pull it up as Caldwell County did a great job getting back defensively. Groves out front. Caldwell County in that 3-2 that flattens out to a 2-3. They'll take the weak side back of that line and bring her up to form a 3-2 to try to guard that three-point line. Portis comes out now top of the key. She has McConnell out front with her. Little switch back out to Peterson. Peterson over to O'Daniel. O'Daniel left wing. Back to Portis. Todd Central content to just run a little bit of clock here in the first quarter. They'll take a timeout. And we'll see if it's a full or a 30-second. And it's a 30-second timeout. So, Bob, we'll keep it right here. 2:08 left in the first quarter. Caldwell County yet to score as they trail Todd Central Lady Rebels 3-0. And Caldwell County has had some.
Not Fortis. Not Fortis. Artis.
Yeah, Michaela Artis is the target for Todd County, and they've gone into her a few times, Bob, but the only shot made so far tonight, I think it was it Groves?
It was Alexis O'Daniel on the three. But Artis inside has had 2 or 3 decent shots, just in close, couldn't get them to fall, and once she starts going after the ball and trying to pick it up, she's a little suspect there, so we've got to deny her the ball or she's going to have shots at will here.
She has good size, so we're going to have to go do a good job at blocking out, which is a little bit tougher out of a zone. Caldwell County having to play that with that very short bench tonight.
I would say she's probably a 6'2", 6'3" center, and just a big-boned person.
Todd Central works it around out of the timeout. Out to number 14, Mims out front. Mims to Groves. Groves dumps it down in the corner to Peterson. She drives the baseline. Back out. Artis gets the ball, and she's going to be called for a travel. Wild shot put up by Peterson.
And so far, that's keeping the Lady Tigers in the game. Todd Central with 6 turnovers, Caldwell with 4. So 1 minute, 36 seconds remaining, and 3-0 is our score.
Lady Tigers just have to stay patient. They've had some open looks, especially Jaggers and Goffinette while she was in. Just not getting the shots to fall at this point. McDaniel trying to post up on Artis underneath. They work it around now. McDaniel in the corner, gets it to McConnell. McConnell with a step move. She's triple team, gets it over to Jaggers. Jaggers to Hollowell. Hollowell's going to bring it back out to Boyd. Boyd's going to try to drive the lane into McConnell. McConnell puts a shot up, line drive, no good. But she's fouled in the act of shooting, so she'll go to the line for 2.
And the foul is on number 5.
And that is Natalie Groves. McConnell shot up, off the rim, no good. Minute 7, and Caldwell County still looking for the first points of the night. Bella McConnell toes the line, shot up and in. 1:07 left in the first quarter. It's Todd Central 3 and Caldwell County 1. Groves brings it up. Todd Central very patient against this zone. They work it into Artis. Artis back out to O'Daniel. O'Daniel lets another 3 fly, no good. Off the back of the rim, saved by McConnell. Now McConnell's picked up her dribble. She's going to have some help. Comes up to Jada Boyd. Boyd across midcourt. Pass is going to be way overthrown. She was looking for Jaggers in the left corner, excuse me. Well overthrown. It'll be a turnover, Lady Tigers. In a very, very low-scoring first quarter. Groves brings it across half court to O'Daniel. Back to O'Daniel, over to Mims. They work it underneath the Artis, wide open underneath. She puts a shot up, no good. Nice position by Bella McConnell. And it was Artis that slapped it out of bounds.
And she had a dead look at that underneath and just couldn't get it to go down.
Yeah, she was all alone underneath and just having a little trouble using the backboarder. She would have 6 or 8 points at this point. Todd Central's going to come with a little press on the pressure. Broken easily by Maja Hollowell as she puts in the bucket. Tied at 3. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. O'Daniel lets the 3 fly towards the end of the quarter. Rebound by Boyd, and that'll end the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, it's the Lady Tigers 3, the Lady Rebels 3. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. This is Lady Tiger basketball on WPKY.
From your Princeton Electric plant board, meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric plant board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric plant board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
New car buyers, listen up. We need to move our new car and truck inventory fast, and we need your trade. At Tri-Seas Incorporated, we know the dollar is tight, but there's never been a better time to buy a new vehicle. With fantastic rebates, low rates, awesome trade allowance, and 7 American car lines to choose from, Tri-Seas Incorporated is sure to fit you with the perfect vehicle at a price that's pleasing. And as always, if we don't have what you want on our lot, we'll find it for you. Don't go out of town for a good deal. Stay in town for a great deal. Tri-Seas Incorporated, where your trade is worth more.
And welcome back here to Todd County Central. We're at the end of 1 quarter of play in a very low-scoring basketball game. Score tied here at 3-3 at the end of 1. Second quarter, teams on the floor. Todd County will inbound inside midcourt and take us through the second quarter. Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. I haven't seen a 3-3 score after 1 quarter since the Little League games way back in the day. So this one knotted at 3 as Todd Central brings it inbounds to start the second quarter. It's O'Daniel left wing. She gets it down to Mims. Mims works it inside. Now it's Michaela Robertson has it stolen away. Bella McConnell leads the break, goes up for the shot off the backboard too hard. Rebound to Boyd. Boyd puts it up no good. Rebound by McDaniel's no good. She puts a shot up, but it's going to go off of a Todd Central player, and it'll stay with Caldwell County. But 3 shots
and
from
pretty
3
decent
feet out.
shots, yes. Just can't get it to drop yet.
One of those nights for both teams, it looks like, as McDaniel's tries to get it in. This one's kicked well up onto the stage. A throwback gym of sorts tonight, as they have the stage on one end like the old Butler gym in Princeton. McDaniels is going to inbound. She takes it all the way out to Boyd. Boyd has it tipped. She comes across half court, and she'll set the offense. Todd Central bringing that 2-2-1 trap. Caldwell County broke it the last time with Hollowell. This time it's stolen away. But Todd Central steps on the end line. It'll go back to Caldwell County.
That was a situation, Dennis, where Bella should have pulled up and taken that little 6-foot jump shot.
Caldwell works it in to Boyd. Boyd to the corner to Jaggers. Jaggers with the 3, in and out, no good. And rebound comes up to Peterson. Peterson brings it the other way, wants to go inside. Little floater pass to the corner, shot up, no good. And nice rebound by J.C. Jaggers. She gets it out to Boyd. Boyd with the left hand down the left side. And it's going to be a blocking foul called on Todd Central. Bob, we've had a chance to talk about this through the course of the season, that a lot of kids like to drive that lane and put the little floater up close, but the deeper you drive, especially against the zone, you're going to meet traffic. If you pull up and take that 8 to 10 footer, you're going to have an open jump shot a lot of times.
And that's what we seemingly don't realize at various and sundry times.
Shot up by McDaniels was no good. Rebounded by Todd Central. They bring it across half court, and it's Groves to start the offense. McConnell at the top of that 2-3 zone. 3-2 at times when Boyd comes out high. Now they switch it over to O'Daniel. Back over to Mims. Mims gets it to Groves. Skip pass all the way across court to O'Daniel. She did a good job keeping up with that one. Comes back out to Groves, and she'll back it out to midcourt and start the offense all over. Over to O'Daniel. O'Daniel left wing down into the corner to Peterson. She puts a pass across court to Mims. Mims gets away from one defender and puts up the little runner, and it goes in. 5-3 Todd Central. Caldwell works up against that press. They get it to Hollowell. Hollowell had the open shot, turned it down. Now Jaggers has it right wing. Back over to Jada Boyd. 2-3 zone now, backed up by Todd Central. And they will come out past the three-point line. They know Caldwell County from scouting reports. You've got Jaggers and Goffinette that can put it up along with Boyd, so you've got to come out to guard that. Pass tries to go underneath to McConnell. McConnell somehow saved it, stayed in for a second, but stepped on the end line, and it's another turnover for the Lady Tigers.
So far, 7 turnovers apiece here. This game, Dennis, gives you the appearance that both teams have it in the 4 corners.
Yeah, Todd Central really is a patient team, but you're almost thinking with 5.5 left in the second quarter, first 1 to 10 maybe has a distinct advantage. Number 5,
we had a Todd three-county game about 2 weeks ago.
Stolen away by the Lady Tigers. Hollowell had McConnell down the middle. Pulls it up now. It's on the floor. Stolen away by Todd Central. They're going to call a jump ball. Nice dive in. I love the hustle of Bella McConnell. We talk about it every game, but it doesn't matter if she's got 1 foul or 4 fouls or having a terrible night. She's diving in and has taken some bruises along the nose and eye area over the course of the past couple of games, but she still just dives onto the loose ball. Possession arrow kept it with Caldwell County. Jaggers is going to move to the point. She gets it over to Hollowell. Hollowell with a bounce pass into the lane to McConnell, and Bella's bumped from behind. So it'll be a foul on Todd Central, their 4th. And that's the 2nd on the point guard, Natalie Groves. Ball tipped away, picked up by Morgan McDaniel. She steps on the sideline, and it's turnover Caldwell County. I think McDaniels might have twisted her ankle a little bit. She knew where she was on the sideline, but she limps towards the far side. And she's in a little bit of pain with that right ankle, you can tell. Caldwell County brings Goffinette back into the ball game, as McDaniels will be looked at on the bench. 5-3 with 4:50 to go in the first half. Todd Central leading this one. Groves with the ball. And Bob, I've only seen one substitution for Todd Central, so apparently they, like Caldwell County, not playing with a very deep bench tonight.
Todd's got 6 or 7, or about 8 or 9 players.
Skip pass all the way across the court, in and out. Ball loose and stolen away. Good play by Bella McConnell. Shot by Robertson. Looked like it was going to go in, rolled back out. Now it's Jaggers with the 3, also in and out, then back in. Gets the friendly roll. Caldwell County with their first lead of the night. 4:12 left to go in the first half. It's 6-5 Lady Tigers. Robertson down underneath to, let's see, that was Peterson. Peterson missed the shot. Rebound by Jaggers, and she's going to be fouled by Robertson. So 5th team foul on Todd Central. Only 2 so far on the Lady Tigers. Still checking out Morgan McDaniels on the far sideline. Still got somewhat of a limp. Of course, Caldwell County playing without Carson Parker tonight and without Peyton Young for the rest of the season. Lady Tigers working around to the corner to Goffinet. Goffinet back to Jaggers. Todd Central really chasing the ball deep into the corner. Back out to Jaggers. McConnell trying to post up down low on Robertson. Caldwell with a lot of patience also. They go into McConnell. She does a good job getting a hand on it, tipped away, and they're going to call a very quick jump ball. I'm not sure that Todd Central had enough of a hand on that one, Bob.
I agree with you, Dennis. That was not tied up. That just maybe had one hand, and within a split second, the ball was back in our possession.
Yeah, I think it was an anticipation call by the referee, thinking it would be tied up. Number 33 into the ball game. That's Jordan Weathers. Shot by Todd Central, no good. Rebound comes down to Paige Rager. It's supposed to be Rager, probably.
Rager.
Rager? It is Rager. I was right the first time.
It's a big family name over here.
Second guess myself. Paige Rager fouled on the play. Foul goes against number 21, Boyd. Her first shot up, gets the bounce, no good. A lot of spin from number 12, Rager.
There's been a Rager playing basketball over here, I know, for the last 35 or 40 years. Men or women.
Several substitutions for Todd Central. They've got a couple of new kids in. Second shot up and good. So with 3:10 left in the first half, we're knotted at 6. And yes, we said 6. Low scoring game here tonight. Caldwell County quickly up. They get it over to Jaggers. Jaggers over to Hollowell. Misses the layup. Rebound comes down to Todd Central's Robertson, but she's tied up by Bella McConnell.
And checking into the game is Shelby Lane.
Kind of expected her to see some action tonight with that bench as low as it was. 3-pointer by Jaggers, no good. Rebound comes out to Boyd. Boyd misses the runner. Ball still loose. Jaggers gets it, goes up with it, and rolls and did everything but go in. That ball rolled for 3 seconds, it felt like. Lane got the rebound, but let's see who committed the foul. Foul's going to go on Jada Boyd again. That's 2 quick ones on Jada here late in the second quarter. Number 10, O'Daniels will bring it up for Todd Central. 3-2 zone by Caldwell County. Back to O'Daniels. O'Daniels down into the corner to Rager. Rager, a quick player, gets it back out quickly to O'Daniel. Back to Rager, top of the key. Dribbles to the right side. Bullet pass, too much for her teammate in the corner. Turnover for Todd Central. And Bob, that's the main thing, keeping this score in single digits as we near halftime.
Todd County with 9 turnovers and Caldwell County with 8.
Goffinet tried to get it in. Let's add 1 turnover to Caldwell County. It was Rager with the steal, but she stepped on the sideline. And it'll give it back to Caldwell County.
I think we're a little bit impatient on these inbounds passes. We have people breaking open. And Todd County now drops back out of their press.
Todd's going to meet the ball at half court. Skip pass across the way to Jaggers. Jaggers with the ball on the right wing. Double team, gets it over to Boyd. Boyd at the free throw line, dumps it down to Lane. Lane misses the shot, rebounded by Robertson. Robertson gets it over to O'Daniel. O'Daniel met at the top of the key. She'll pull it back out to number 33, Weathers. Weathers to O'Daniel. They try to go down inside and do to Robertson. She's up and in. And it's Todd Central back out in front, 8-6 with 1:50 left to go in the first half. Todd's going to come with that 1-2-2 trap. And it's going to be another turnover. Travel called on J.C. Jaggers before she could make the pass.
Just patience is what we need. We're trying to, they're speeding us up a little bit.
Todd Central inbounds on the side. It'll be O'Daniel met by Goffinette. She gets it over to Rager. Rager to Weathers. Back to O'Daniel in the corner. She'll pull it back out to Weathers. Weathers on the right wing. Skip pass across the way to Forrest. Back over to Rager. In and out with the three. No good. Rebound to Boyd. Boyd has numbers. She puts it over to Goffinette. Goffinette with the jump stop up and in. Good job by Lucy Goffinette.
And running the floor well on that play.
Yeah, that would have been easy for her to catch that ball and travel. She was able to pull up. Ball taken inside. Looking for Peterson. Shot goes up by Robertson. No good. Ball loose on the floor. Comes away with it is Boyd. And she is fouled as she tried to come out of the scrum. That's foul on Peterson. Her second 16 foul. So Caldwell County will be in a bonus for the final minute here of the first half. 8-8. Just over 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Boyd has it, gets it into, or looked for Goffinette. Goffinette was going towards the rim. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, Lady Tigers. That's something we've got to say less in that second half, Bob, for Caldwell County to really put a run on this.
And that's one thing you learn in sports, Dennis, is never take your eye off the ball. Baseball, football, basketball.
So Goffinette had some space on that side had she gotten the pass from Boyd. Now Rager with it. Rager drives across the lane. Tried to make the floater. It looks like it's tipped. And I didn't see. He's got a better look than I do, I guess.
Well, I don't think we hit it, but
Weathers has it, tries to drive the lane, goes up and back down with it. And they're going to call a jump ball on that one and leave it with Todd Central.
Whoa.
What the heck was that?
I thought that was just a Caldwell County's player tapped the ball while Weathers had it in her hands. She came back down with it.
There was no tie-up on that play.
Definitely not that. I think the referee and Coach Fralick's on the sideline getting a little laugh out of that one. Todd Central puts up the shot from 16 feet by Jasmine Mims, and it goes in. And the Lady Rebels are the first to reach 10-8, with 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Boyd has it guarded closely out front. Gets it over to Jaggers. Jaggers dumps it down to Hollowell. Hollowell with the shot up, no good. Rebound to Goffinette. Goffinette put the rebound shot up, no good. But she's fouled on the play, so she'll go to the free throw line for two with 3.1 seconds left in the first half.
Foul is on number 12.
Number 12 is Rager, Paige Rager with the foul. Goffinette with a chance to tie this one up before halftime. Lucy's first shot up off the front of the rim, no good.
One thing for sure, Dennis, it's not going to take me long to get the stats for here at the end of the first half.
Yeah, 10-8, Lady Rebels. Second shot up, no good. Comes back down to Jaggers. Jaggers puts a shot up. Looked like she was fouled. No call on that one. It goes out of bounds. 1.2 seconds. So they get it in, and the shot is not going to be able to be put up. So after one half of play, it's Todd Central Lady Rebels 10, Caldwell County Lady Tigers 8. We'll be back with, I guess you can still call them first half stats coming your way shortly. And then we'll look ahead to the second half. Also doubleheader action tonight as the boys in action following this one. We'll talk about that one a little bit, so stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
Located at 208 North Jefferson Street, it's locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the YouTube Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
February is National Cancer Awareness and Prevention Month. Your healthcare partner, Community Medical Clinic, has an important message. Every day, more and more Americans are beating cancer. The key is knowing what to do and when to do it. When breast, cervical, and colon cancers are found at an early stage, the 5-year survival rate is 90% or more. There's no better weapon in the fight against cancer than early detection. We are committed to keeping our patients healthy and informed. Learn what you can do. Schedule your annual exams, your cancer screenings. Call today, 270-365-0227. Community Medical Clinic is committed to being your partner in prevention and early detection. Save a life. Get checked. Don't wait. Call today. 270-365-0227. Community Medical Clinic.
Great news. Any size ice cold and refreshing soft drinks are still just $1 at McDonald's every day. That's the news. Now the weather. Soft drink lovers at McDonald's report enjoying ice-cold deliciousness. Also reported, chance of refreshment, 100%. Get any size soft drink for just $1, only at McDonald's. A la carte only, limited time offer at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Caldwell Medical Center Sleep Lab offers diagnosis for a variety of sleep problems, including sleep apnea. 1 in every 5 Americans have significant sleep difficulties, which, when diagnosed properly, can be successfully treated. A few symptoms of sleep disorders include fatigue, morning headaches, impotence, frequent urination, irritability, memory loss, high blood pressure, and loud snoring. If you have some of these symptoms, we may be able to help you identify and treat them before they cause more serious health conditions. Caldwell Medical Center offers studies in lab and in your home depending on your insurance company's requirements. Call 270-365-0300 for more information.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Ashley Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 1002990.
And we're back here at halftime in Elkton, Kentucky at Todd County Central High School. The Lady Rebels lead here at halftime over the Lady Tigers 10-8. At the end of one quarter, we were tied 3-3, and the Lady Rebels outscoring the Lady Tigers 7-5 in the second quarter. Just a little bit more offense generated in the second quarter. Scoring for Caldwell County, 3 points from J.C. Jaggers on a 3-point basket, 2 points each on Lucy Goffnet and Bonja Harwell on field goals, 1 point for Bella McConnell. Bella 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for Caldwell County's 8 points here at halftime. For Todd Central, they're led by Jasmine Mims with 4 points on 2 field goals, 1 3-pointer by Alexis O'Daniel, 2 points for Michaela Robertson on a field goal, and 1 point for Paige Rager on 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. The Lady Tigers 1 out of 4 from the charity stripe tonight, committing 4 fouls in the first half. The Lady Rebels 1 for 2 at the charity stripe, and they committed 6 fouls in the first half. Nobody in serious foul trouble. Caldwell County with 11 turnovers in the first half, Todd County with 10. So Lady Tigers are back on the floor. I think we just got to keep playing the way we are, Dennis. Some of our shots are bound to go in the second half. We've had decent looks on, I'd say, at least 10 shots. Just can't get the ball to go our way.
That's exactly why we are offensively. They're going to give us, if we go ahead and put the shot up, they're going to give us that 3-point shot. But if we wait, they're going to swing that zone around and pick us up. So you got to be ready to shoot, and then rebounding is going to be big. You're going to have to put the shots up. But both teams really struggling from inside right now. I mean, they're missing 2, 3, 4 foot shots. Both teams are right now, and that's indicative of the score being 10-8 at this point as we get ready to start the second half. The turnovers are the key for both squads, really. Caldwell County, there's not enough pressure to have caused 11 turnovers.
Well, we just can't commit. Well, that was 10 trips down the floor, 11 trips that we didn't even get a shot up. And one thing I'd like to see us try to work into our offense is when we reverse the ball out front, nobody's screening for anybody else on potentially the pick and roll off of the high post maneuvering. And what we're trying to do is get somebody out of sync and maybe float the ball inside to Bella and see what Bella can do. But Todd County has height inside, so with Bella not being overly tall, we're going to have to use a basketball IQ to stop and shoot that ball from 4 feet, 5 feet. We're getting some offensive rebounds. We just can't get them to go in.
Yeah, you're right. They're bringing that zone so far out. Bella does have the ability to get some open looks, but you're still going to have to screen. Even though they're playing a zone, you've got to screen that player out of that zone, because if you dump it down to Bella without a screen, she's going to get double, triple teamed even at times, and she's having a tough time inside trying to get it up. One thing that really surprised me, though, Bob, is a player, Michaela Artis, for Todd Central, was having a decent first half. She was getting a lot of looks. They substituted for her, I think, late in the first quarter, or maybe even at the start of the second. Didn't see her the rest of the half, so I'm not sure what was going on with that one. It looked like they're really their best offense until Rager came in. Rager was able to drive the lane a little bit, but still was putting up some wild shots.
Well, and you mentioned Artis. I thought she had 3 or 4 really excellent looks at the basket. Could not get any of them to go down, and she controls the backboard. She's 4 or 5 inches taller than anybody we have inside. But I'm a little bit mystified too why they took her out. I don't think she played any of the second quarter.
I don't think she did. One thing, the Lady Tigers are getting some open shots, as we said. They've just got to try to put the ball in the hole and be patient, because this zone is really, it's a little, I guess, out of control by Todd Central. They've tried to bring some pressure a couple of times. Caldwell County actually scored Hollowell at the first field goal for Caldwell County tonight out of that trap press that Todd County brought. So it's kind of out of control. If Caldwell County's patient looks around, I think they won't have a lot of trouble scoring against that. I think one thing that we're really missing tonight, Bob, is the bench is very short tonight. You've got Peyton Young, who we hate to report is out for the rest of the season with a stress fracture, and then you've got
Carson
Parker out tonight, still didn't even make the trip, still recovering from some sickness. So that's 2 key players out for Caldwell County
and
tonight.
then we had Morgan McDaniels go down with a sprained ankle, and I don't know whether she's on the floor.
Yeah, she's walking around, doesn't look to be limping.
Okay, well, good.
She's a little bit ginger on it right now, not doing a lot of jumping, but Morgan puts in good minutes, and she's we've noticed the last couple of weeks she's not afraid to take a shot now. She's getting a little bit more confidence about her, and she'll put the shot up when she needs to, and she's got a pretty shot.
And that's the thing I really like about this team is that we do shoot the ball. We've had probably 20 shots tonight, maybe even 25 shots. We're just obviously shooting a low percentage, but we're getting the shots up, and you can't score if you don't shoot it.
Well, maybe they'll like this end of the court better. Looking out here in the warm-ups as J.C. Jaggers is lighting it up on this end of the floor, so maybe she'll have a hot hand in that second half.
A lot of the Tigers are shooting well, so, and that's the other thing. If we speed the ball down the floor, we're generally open for at least one opening shot before Todd County gets set in their defense. So that's one thing I think sure the coaching stress will stress to the players is push the ball when you have especially a long rebound, get it down the floor and see what opens up for us.
Yeah, but one thing we've got to do, we can't waste these possessions, like you said, 11 trips down the floor with 11 turnovers and not a shot put up. So we've got to take better care of the ball, be patient, and I think these shots will start falling. You're not going to see J.C. Jaggers have just a abysmally cold night very often. So far, she has the one bucket, I think.
Yes, on the
1-3 on the night. So look for her to heat up tonight. Look for that zone to come out and maybe get a back screen for Bella McConnell to get some touches underneath, and Caldwell County can put some points on the board. A very low-scoring half here at Todd Central. At halftime, it's 10-8 Lady Rebels as we get set for second half play.
And Caldwell County will get the ball to start the third quarter. Todd County still at their bench listening to their coach for final instructions. The Tigers are on the floor, ready to inbound the ball, and here comes Todd Central breaking their huddle onto the floor. And we're just about ready for third quarter action. And for the third quarter, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County starts with possession in the second half. 2-3 zones still by Todd Central. Looks like they've packed it in, decided to pack it in a little bit more, not coming out past the three-point line. It's Jaggers on the wing, over to Hollowell, right wing, and Hollowell is going to be called for that turnover on steps. So that's a trip like we talked about at halftime, Bob. First trip down the floor, not even a shot put up, and it's back to Todd Central.
And Lucy Goffnet meeting the Todd player out high.
Artist back in the ballgame. She can't handle the pass underneath. I think Caldwell County came out in the man-to-man on that one, caused her some trouble. And it's a turnover. Boyd the other way. She puts the floater up, no good. Nice rebound position by Bella McConnell. She goes up, misses a shot, goes up again, and touches it on the end line. It'll go to Todd Central, but a great position by Bella McConnell.
We did get a shot up then, so before we turned it over. So
she's giving up an easy 6 inches underneath to Artis.
And Artis is back starting for Todd County.
This was going to be a push. I think it's either on Hollowell or Goffinet. Let's see which one. Hollowell gets the foul. It's her second. First one on the Lady Tigers here in the second half. Lady Rebels put it in play. Mims gets it back out to Groves. Groves is going to look it over. Caldwell County is going to float back into that 2-3 zone. They're going to bring Goffinet out to the front. And they get it to O'Daniel. O'Daniel in the corner to Groves. Groves has it slapped away by McConnell. And it's Jaggers that comes up with it. Gets it over to Boyd. Boyd to Hollowell to Goffinet. Underneath. Lucy still has a dribble. They get it to McConnell. McConnell with a nice ball fake. She hits the ground, though. And we talked about her having a little bruising up around the nose and sinus and eye area, and she hit the floor in that spot. Comes up, and you could tell that one bothered her a lot. She's going to come out and try to get the water out of her eyes on that one. McDaniels will come into the ball game. They lob it in to Morgan. She puts the shot up, no good. Rebounded by Todd Central. And it's Weathers. No, that's Groves. Caldwell County comes out with the trap. It's Goffinet, and she dribbles it across the timeline. It'll be a turnover. Lady Rebels. Good pressure defense by Goffinet to come all the way out front.
And I think that if you can bother Trigg County or Todd County outside, out front, good things might happen.
Todd County's going to bring that zone way out to midcourt. Now they back it up, 2-3 zone. Caldwell works it to Hollowell on the wing, down to Goffinet in the corner, back to Maja. Maja to Boyd. Boyd gets it over to Jaggers, down to Goffinet. Pass to nobody in particular, chased down by Boyd. Now Boyd through the lane, runs right into Artis, and the ball comes loose. It's Todd Central with the breakaway to the other end. Mims up and in, and the biggest lead of the night for either team. Todd Central takes this one out 12-8 with 5:40 left in the third quarter. Boyd tried to dribble through a trap, kind of got bailed out on that one as they're going to call Mims with the block.
Could have easily been a charge, Dennis. We did get bailed out.
Yeah, she had her back to Mims. So Goffinet's going to inbound it to Jada. Jada's going to look that zone over. They really bring that zone out except for Artis. Artis is going to stay between the blocks on that baseline. Over over to Goffinet, right wing. She skips it over to Jaggers. Jaggers has it knocked away. Ball on the ground. She comes up with it. Now it's still loose and picked up by Boyd. Boyd wanted to get it to Goffinet, and it goes off of her hands. Bad angle on that pass, and it's turnover, Lady Tigers.
Caldwell County's 4th of the second half. Todd County has 3.
So turnovers, just like in the first half, a big issue for the Lady Tigers as Todd Central works it down underneath. No good. Big rebound by Artis. Artis gets it over to Groves, tapped away by Goffinet. Goffinet with the slap, and good hustle by Maja Hollowell, who comes up with it, gets it back over to Goffinet, who ran the floor up and in. Good hustle by those two players on that play, on that defensive play. And Goffinet puts Caldwell County into double digits at 10. Todd Central, though, quickly breaks the zone by Caldwell County, gets the little bunny bucket underneath, and it's 14-10 Lady Rebels. Jaggers with it up the left side, dribbles into the corner into a double team. And I think Coach Thomas called that one from the bench. She's going to take a 30-second timeout, Bob, so we can keep this one here. But a little bit of offense starting to show for Todd Central, and the Lady Tigers can't fall too far behind on this one because they're having such a cold night from the field and paired that with a lot of turnovers.
Somebody in our zone is not doing their job, to put it bluntly, in that that last basket was wide open with a little 6-foot pass to the forward who took a couple steps and laid it in. So our pressure on that side of the floor was out too high. We got to, I'm sure that's being discussed in the huddle as we sit here waiting for play to resume. 4 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Tigers trailing 14-10. Being outscored so far here in the third quarter, 4-2. And we're about ready for basketball action, and Lady Tigers 10-bound, and for the call, Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Jada Boyd has it inbounds. Gets it to Hollowell in the left corner. Back to Boyd, top of the key. She finds Jaggers on the right wing. Jaggers with the 3, shot up off the back of the rim. And good tip out by Goffinet to go up over Artis, but it's controlled by Todd Central. Mims underneath with the pass out to O'Daniel. She gets it back to Groves. And Caldwell County's going to go man-to-man out of the timeout. It's Hollowell with the pressure out front. McConnell's going to be called for the terrible foul right there at the top of the free throw lane on Artis. That'll be Bella's 3rd, so she's got to be careful. That's a play that she gets called for a lot. She's going for the steal, but that ball and that forearm sometimes sound a lot alike. They lob it in to Artis. Artis picks it up, puts a shot up and in. 16-10 now, Todd Central. Biggest lead of the night for the Lady Rebels as they bring the 2-2-1 trap. Jaggers gets it across to Hollowell. Back to Jaggers. They get it into McConnell. McConnell drives underneath, puts a shot up off the side of the rim. No good. And let's see who this goes off of. It's going to stay Caldwell County ball. That one's going off of Artis. Ball put in play by Goffinet to Boyd. Back to Goffinet. Lucy's going to fire a 3 up off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to O'Daniel for Todd Central. She gets it over to Groves. Groves quickly to Mims on the far side. Mims drives the lane, puts it down to Artis. Shot up, no good. And rebound comes down to Bella McConnell. McConnell to Boyd. Boyd's going to push the issue. She gets it up to Jaggers. Jaggers has the open 3, turned it down, gives it back to Boyd, dribbles inside for the 15-footer, no good. Rebound goes to Goffinet. Goffinet gets it to Bella McConnell from the elbow, shot up and in off the board. Good shot by Bella McConnell. 16-12 with just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Nice shot that time by Bella, and use the backboard to get that ball in.
O'Daniel with the lob way over the head of Artis. And it's another turnover for Todd Central. Coming into the ball game is 34 for Caldwell County.
Yeah, I think that's Brianna Cavanaugh with a different number. That's Brianna. So she's 34 for this game.
Cavanaugh in, and Goffinet We'll get a quick break. Caldwell works it up against that trap. They get it into McConnell. Nice position in the lane. Bella goes up. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. And rebound comes down to O'Daniel. O'Daniel brings it up. They work it down low to, let's see, that's Peterson. Peterson with the bucket. Todd County's been able to score underneath quite a bit here in this third quarter. They've run the lead out 2-6 at 18-12. And Boyd brings it out. They're going to stay in that 1-2-2. Now goes back into a 2-3. Coming way high out on Boyd. They work it into McConnell. McConnell throws it up and gets the nice roll. 18-14, Lady Rebels, with 1:45 left to go in the third quarter.
And what we need now, Dennis, is a stop.
Yeah, you can't let that ball work down low. We've given up way too many baskets this quarter underneath. Caldwell County is going to stay man-to-man. They get it into Peterson in the corner, work it back around. Now it's Mims. Mims tried to go underneath to Robertson. Todd Central able to save it, but they're going to be called for the walk out front, as Groves knew she wanted to drive the lane, just couldn't get the ball and the feet lined up. Turnover, Lady Rebels. Reminder, we've got boys action right after this, so stay tuned. Tigers and Rebels coming your way. Doubleheader tonight, doubleheader tomorrow night at Livingston Central. We'll be on the air again tomorrow night for that one, so tune in for that. Then it's district tournament time next week in Princeton. Hollowell now with it, breaks the press, but she's double teamed. Ball on the floor. She's able to bring it back out to McConnell, top of the key, over to Goffinet. Goffinet drives the right side, goes up, has it blocked, out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Tiger ball. Lady Tigers with a chance to pull within 2 or maybe even 1. 1:07 left in the third.
And Todd has Robertson in the game now for Artis.
Goffinet turns down the 3, now gets it back on the wing, puts it back out to Boyd. Boyd to Hollowell. Skip pass back over to Goffinet. Jada now has it, works it down to Bella McConnell. Bella has it knocked away, and hopefully this is not going to go against Bella. We'll see. And that is on Bella. She's going to be called for the push, and that's her 4th. And that's the foul that's really going to hurt the Lady Tigers. Comes with 50.6 seconds left in the third quarter. And Bella will go to the bench. Caldwell County is going to drop back in the zone with Bella out. 2-3 zone. Goffinet and Boyd out front. You've also got Hollowell. That will come out and make it a 3-2. Corner shot 3 is good. That's Rager just into the ball game. Quickly fires up the 3. And Caldwell County tried to lead Goffinet. Too much on the pass. It's out of bounds. Turnover, Lady Tigers. And the lead out to 7 for Todd Central with 25 seconds left to go in the quarter. 21-14 as O'Daniel brings it up for the Lady Rebels. Rager in the corner, works it into Robertson, back to Rager. Rager double team, splits it, and she's going to go to the floor. It'll be a foul against the Lady Tigers. I think they're going to call that on Maja Hollowell. And her 3rd. Caldwell County starting to get into some foul trouble here in the third quarter. It's Hollowell's 3rd, and Bella McConnell already on the bench with 4. Lady Rebels inbounds, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. O'Daniel out front. They get it in to Mims, goes up, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and the horn sounds. So after 3 quarters of play, it's Todd Central 21, Caldwell County 14. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a minute. Stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
Electric. Again this year, Penny Riley Electric would award 14 $1,000 scholarships to students in the Penny Riley Electric service area. Details and application forms are available now at each office of Penny Riley Electric, Hopkinsville, Elton, Russellville, and Kansas. And you may also print details and application forms from our website at www.pracc.com. Applications must be postmarked by April 15th. Penny Riley Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative, investing in the future.
And welcome back here to Todd County Central. at the end of 3 quarters of play. Todd County leading over the Lady Tigers from Caldwell 21-14, outscoring the Lady Tigers 11-6 in that third quarter. And Lady Tigers with 5 turnovers in the third quarter, as well as Todd with 5 turnovers. But this is the quarter where we need to get out to a quick start here, Dennis, and cut this 7-point lead, trim it down so that we can play with these young ladies from Todd County. Bella with 4 fouls still remains on the bench, so it's a chess match now. When do we put Bella in?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough call because Bella is able to work it down low, but she's had a couple of kind of slapping fouls that's put her on the bench with 4.
Bella with 4 points in the third quarter was the Lady Tigers on just about their only offense.
And back underway here in the fourth quarter. Rager with another shot that goes off the rim, rebounded though by Todd Central. That's number 22, Tatiana Peterson, puts it up and in. And the lead is out to 9, the biggest of the night for the Lady Rebels. They bring that 2-2-1 trap out. Boyd dribbles around it, gets down to the left block. Now she's going to go back towards the lane, puts it over to Hollowell. Open 8-footer, no good. And rebound comes down to Mims. Mims brings it up, pass underneath, picked off by Jaggers. Jaggers leads it up to Goffinet. Goffinet with the shot up and in. And it's plays like that that's going to get Caldwell County back in, take care of the ball, come up with a few stops or turnovers. 23-16. Robertson with the ball at the elbow, gets it over to number 22, Peterson, up and in. She drives the baseline, puts the finger roll up, and it's good. Boyd has the ball against the press, gets it over to Hollowell. Hollowell across the line. Now Hollowell's going to be double teamed at midcourt, gets it up to Goffinet. Goffinet now double teamed. Skip pass over to Jaggers. Jaggers goes up. She's fouled. Really wanted that shot. You could tell had her body just a little bit underneath the rim. She'll go to the line for 2. 6:36 to go in the ball game. Caldwell County trailing this one by 9 with Jaggers at the line for 2. JC's first shot up, gets the roll and in. 25-17. Kavanaugh out of the game, and McConnell in, Bob, with 6:36. We'll see how long Bella can go without picking up that 5th foul. Second shot up, rolls and in. Jaggers with 2 free throws, 25-18, Lady Rebels. And they bring it across quickly. Caldwell County with the tap away ball on the floor. Rebels come up with it, pass underneath to Peterson, up and in. Nice spot to Peterson underneath the goal, wide open, and the lead back out to 9. Boyd has the ball at midcourt. She dribbles through a couple of people, goes down the lane, up and in as she's fouled. She'll get a chance to go to the line and pick up the old-fashioned three-point play, 27-20. 6:10 to go in the ball game, and Boyd at the line to cap off the three-point play.
Nice move by Jada to get herself free after sort of a loose ball out front.
Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to McConnell. She's tied up by Robertson. And the possession arrow is going to keep it with Caldwell County, so a chance for the Lady Tigers to get within 5 and maybe even 4.
Now let's make this a 4-point trip.
Comes down to Jaggers underneath. Jaggers has it blocked by Robertson. Ball on the ground. Good play by Hollowell. And the foul is going to go on number 22, Tatiana Peterson. Really good hustle by Maja Hollowell to come up with that steal down underneath.
Todd County's 5th foul here in the fourth quarter, second half.
Get it over to Jaggers. Jaggers looked underneath, looking for McConnell. Back over to Hollowell. Hollowell on the wing to Jaggers. To Boyd. Back over to Hollowell. They get it underneath to McConnell. McConnell turns, fires up one, no good. Rebounded to the Lady Rebels. Peterson quickly the other way, goes coast to coast, lays it up off the board. You got to stop the ball way back earlier than that, Bob. She drove that one easily to the goal. Now ball on the floor again. They get it to Hollowell. Hollowell goes up. She's fouled by Robertson on the play. But we can't trade twos right now. You've got to make that stop, and letting a player drive all the way to the basket is not going to help your cause. Hollowell, though, goes to the line. Shot up, no good, off the back of the rim. Marja will get her second. This one up and in. 29-21, 5.5 left to go in the ball game. Todd Central gets it into Rager. Crossover dribble gets by Boyd. She takes it up, and the pass goes over to Mims. Mims dribbles out of trouble. Now she's going to drive the lane, puts a little floater up and in. Off the board. 10-point lead now for the Lady Rebels. They get it into Boyd. Boyd down to Hollowell, back over to Jaggers. Open 16-footer off the rim, no good. McConnell goes up, tries to tap it back, and does tap it off a Todd player. It'll stay with the Lady Tigers. Gutsy rebound play by Bella McConnell, playing with 4 fouls. Ball comes into Jaggers. Jaggers with the jump stop past the free throw line, no good. Rebound comes down to Rager. Rager turns and brings it up the court. Caldwell County is going to go man-to-man. It's Boyd on O'Daniels. Tipped by Boyd underneath. But it's Robertson comes up with it anyway, puts a shot up, no good. And she's fouled on the play. Foul is called on J.C. Jaggers, her first. And it'll send Robertson, Michaela Robertson, to the line for 2 shots. First one up and in. 11-point lead now for the Lady Rebels with 4:41 to go in the ball game. Offense has really come alive for Todd Central after a 3-point first quarter by both teams. Second shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to McConnell, and she gets it over to Hollowell. Time becoming a factor now for the Lady Tigers. 4.5 to go in the ball game. Jaggers with the 3, no good. Rebound goes to Rager. Rager quickly the other way. Goes up left hand, no good. But rebounded by Mims. Mims guarded by Jaggers. Good job by JC to cut the baseline off. Now she's got her tied up in the corner. Tries to go to Rager. And Rager's going to be fouled by Jada Boyd. Second foul on Boyd. Both teams now with 6 fouls. They'll be in the bonus each way from here on out. Good tap away by Goffinet. It'll stay with Todd Central. 32-21, 4:07 to go in the ball game. Lady Rebels with the lead. They get it into the backcourt to O'Daniel. O'Daniel guarded by Goffinet. To Mims on the wing, guarded by Jaggers. They work it around to Robertson, top of the key. Maja overplayed that one a little bit. Robertson drove the lane, and it's going to be a 3-second call. I was wondering if they were going to get the 10-second call before long, Bob, because Artis had camped out in there, and they got the 3-second call, turnover, and Caldwell County comes the other way with 3:44 to go. And Coach Thomas wants a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break and be back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
Local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Fortner Gas is offering specials on propane. Fortner Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Fortner Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
And welcome back to Todd County. 3 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Lady Rebels of Todd County leading the Lady Tigers 32-21 in a game that has seen the offense pick up dramatically here in the fourth quarter. Todd County with 11 points and Lady Tigers with 7 points, but it took us a while to get heated up, but now we're probably got the rust off a little bit. Todd County is seemingly scoring quite at will underneath the basket. We've got to stop that to have any chance of Lady Tigers to inbound the ball. And for the call, Tigers sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. As the Lady Tigers put it in play, Todd Central put it in. You can tell the absence of Carson Parker in this game big time. It's Hollowell with the shot. She misses it, but she's going to go to the free throw line for 2. And if we can hit these free throws and pull back in this one, best time to score is with that clock stopped at this point. 3:33 on the clock. Hollowell shot up and in. Lead back down to 10. She can cut it to a 3-possession ball game.
And one of these times, one of our threes will go in, so we just got to get a stop.
Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Jaggers. Puts a spin move on, puts a shot up, and JC just having one of those nights she'd just as soon forget as soon as she leaves this gym. No good. Rebound comes down to Todd Central. Rager with the ball. Gets it over to O'Daniel. O'Daniel out front. Artist set the pick and rolled. Now to Robertson underneath the Artist. Artist up and in with a quick shot. And 12 points now the lead for Todd Central as they begin to pull away. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Goffinette to Hollowell, back to Boyd. Boyd drives the lane, puts a shot up, partially blocked. Rebound by Bella McConnell, turns and throws one up in desperation. No good, but she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, I know we don't track shooting percentage, but it's got to be one of the lowest percentages from the floor tonight for the Lady Tigers all season.
For sure.
As Bella puts in the first shot. Second shot up, off the back of the rim, no good, and rebounded by Artis of Todd Central. It's Mims driving the floor quickly up and in, and she's done that way too much in the second half. Coast to coast for Mims.
Way too easy.
Goffinette the other way says, if you can do it, I can do it better. She goes coast to coast, and it's 36-25. 2:25 left to go in the ball game. Rager kept the ball in the backcourt, even though she was standing on the half-court line.
Her pivot foot was still in backcourt.
And that's going to be Bella's 5th foul. I think she reached trying to get the ball away from Robertson. And that is on McConnell. That'll be her 5th. And that's going to send Michaela Robertson to the free throw line. Just about all JC and Bella can do is look forward to the trip to Smithland tomorrow night and Livingston Central, because this has been a game they don't want to see. They're not going to get on YouTube later and check out and see how this will win. They're going to put this one out of their mind as soon as they get on the bus tonight.
As quickly as possible.
Shot up, no good by Robertson. Kavanaugh with the rebound, gets it over to Boyd. Boyd brings it up, gets it to Jaggers. Jaggers drives the baseline, has her shot blocked by Robertson. That was a nice drive, just a really good block by Michaela Robertson. Gets it over to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh has her shot blocked. We may need to stay away from that baseline on that side. It's going to be a full timeout by Coach Thomas on this one. So we'll take a quick break and be back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on WPKYonline.com.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Prince to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
And welcome back to the Todd County Gymnasium. 1 minute, 48 seconds remaining to be played in the game. Todd County leading 36-25. Caldwell County will inbound the ball once time resumes, but we've got to score and score quickly here, Dennis, to get something to and then foul and put them on the line in hopes that they miss,
right.
And we get the rebound. They've got some size underneath now that's helping them out. We've had about 3 shots in a row blocked on this side closest to us.
And I think this is a game that we really see the absence of Carson Parker maybe more than anything tonight underneath as far as rebounding or putting some shots up underneath.
Exactly. We just don't have the size.
Boyd with the runner, no good. She gets her own rebound, goes back up, no good. She'll go to the free throw line with 1:41 left to go in the ball game. Yeah, Caldwell County has not been a deep team to begin with at the start of the season, but you're losing Peyton Young and Carson Parker tonight has really put Caldwell in a tough spot. Shot up and in. Lead back down to 10 for Todd Central. And that they called it Paris Gray.
Is that 34 Paris instead of Brianna?
Second shot up and in.
By Jada.
36-27. Jaggers coming with the pressure and calls the turnover. Into the ball game was Morgan Cannon. First action Cannon has seen tonight. So Caldwell County is still holding a little bit of life here. As they get the turnover, they'll bring it back down with 1:32 and down by 9. Jaggers with a quick 3 up, no good off the back of the rim. Rebound to Hollowell, but she's going to be called for going over the back. And it'll come the other way for a 1-and-1. Jaggers just not been able to find the mark tonight. I think 1 out of whatever tonight. I think only 1 3 for JC tonight. Just a tough night for her.
Hopefully she'll get a good shooting night for any of the Lady Tigers.
Shot up off the front of the rim by number 4. That was Redding, Kinley Redding. Ball stolen away and still on the floor. Boyd somehow comes up with it off the hand of Goffinet. It's going to go out of bounds. And they are calling Gray on that one, so we apologize for having the wrong player. That is Paris Gray in the ball game for the Lady Tigers. Jaggers had it for a second, stepped on the sideline. Lead still at 9 with 1:14 to go. And Todd Central has it out of bounds on the side. Stolen away by Boyd. Boyd looking up the court, gets it to Goffinet. Back to Boyd, to Goffinet. Somebody's got to shoot the ball. We're running out of time, down to about a minute. Shot up, no good. And jump ball is going to be called underneath. Possession arrow is going to go to Todd Central. Down by 9, Bob, is not a time you can turn down open threes or long twos.
And that's particularly bothersome.
Shot up by number 23, Emma Harris. It's no good, but she's fouled on the play by Gray. And we apologize again. A lot of different jersey numbers tonight for the Lady Tigers. Shot up, no good.
Is that 25 shooting?
23, I think, Emma Harris.
Okay.
Some of that script that we love so much on these numbers that might look cool on the uniforms, but silver on a white is hard to pick up. Second one missed. Jaggers with it the other way. She's going to drive the lane, put the shot up. Got too far underneath, no good. Rebound to Hollowell underneath, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Tigers. You know it's not your night when a layup is too far into the rim. You just want to take this one to another day. Shot up by Boyd, no good. She'll go to the free throw line. 2 shots coming Jada's way with just under 43 seconds to go in the ball game. Tigers and Rebels coming your way right after the completion of this one. Shot up, back of the rim, no good. Haven't seen a lot of Morgan McDaniels in the second half. Hope her ankle is okay. Kind of twisted it toward the end of the first half. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Jagger. She steps back. Three-point shot up off the top of the backboard, no good. And the rebound comes down to Weathers. Weathers guarded by Goffinette. Half a minute to go, and Caldwell County trailing by 9. And Lucy fouls. Did she foul Weathers or Rager?
I think it may be Weathers.
10th foul on Caldwell County, double bonus coming up.
I think that is 33.
Weathers with the 2 shots. First one up and in. Lead back out to 10. Weathers sets for her second. This one up and good. 38-27 with half a minute to go here at Todd Central. Goffinette drives the baseline. Wanted to take it back out front. Stolen away. And stolen right back by Caldwell County's Boyd. Boyd up to Gray. Gray underneath, up and in. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. And Goffinette goes down defensively. Weathers will dribble this one out. And there's the horn. Lady Tigers lose this one 38-29. We'll be back to give you all the game stats. Look ahead, the boys action, all that coming up in about 3 minutes. So stay with us. We'll be right back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on WPKY.
To tell you about KFC's $10 chicken shares. They're perfect to share with those special people in your life. Choose from 6 pieces of my Kentucky Fried Chicken, 9 extra crispy tenders, 12 hot wings, or a bunch of popcorn nuggets. So grab your buddy, your cousin, your dad, your college roommate, or my friend Joan, and head to KFC. Are you there yet? Okay, good. Now get to sharing and eating. KFC's $10 chicken shares. It's bang like and good.
At participating KFC's only. Hot wings not available at all locations. Prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
Have you been a victim of debit or credit card fraud? Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the Law Office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
Hey, this is Pam Havelock at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. We have some exciting news. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is now a U-Haul dealer in Princeton, Kentucky. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique offers a little bit of everything. Home decor, furniture, antiques, baby items, mattresses, and even natural dog treats by Cotton Cafe and Jake's Corner. We offer a 90-day layaway, and financing is available. Come out to Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, located at 235 Northville Drive, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is everything a home should be.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we offer safe and secure funeral planning. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we're staffed with experienced funeral planners who know and understand the different methods of pre-funding final arrangements. We can can help you design a plan that fits your individual needs and suits your wishes and beliefs. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
It's time once again to start planning your agricultural strategy in the form of financing your farming operation. Fredonia Valley Bank would like to help you with your planting and harvesting season this year by offering competitive rates on all your farming needs, whether it be an agricultural line of credit or an agricultural loan secured by farm real estate. Fredonia Valley Bank can help keep your worry to a minimum when it comes to farming expenses by instituting a repayment plan suitable to meet your needs. If you're wanting to see your farming operation grow and prosper this year, come by to see one of our experienced loan officers today. Fredonia Valley Bank loan officers are willing to sit down with you anytime and discuss the different options we have to offer. Visit Fredonia Valley Bank today at either location, 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And we are back at Todd Central High School. Caldwell County Lady Tigers running to kind of a buzzsaw in the second half against Todd Central and come up on the short end of a 38-29 ball game. Caldwell County and Todd Central, neither one could find the basket early in the ball game, as this one was tied after first quarter at 3. Todd Central able to pull ahead at halftime, but just by 2 at 10-8. Then the Lady Rebels started to find a little bit of offense, picking up 11 points in the third quarter and then 17 points in the fourth quarter. Bob, you have the stats, but it was a night where Caldwell County, we don't chart all the shots, but just one of those shooting nights that you just soon forget about.
The shooting you could consider anemic for the Lady Tigers tonight. And for the Lady Tigers, they're led tonight by Lucy Goffinette with 8 points, 2 in the first half, 6 in the second half. 6 points for Bella McConnell, 1 in the first half, 5 in the second half. 5 points for J.C. Jaggers, 3 in the first half, 2 in the second half for her 5. 4 points for Maja Hollowell, 2 in each half. 2 points for Paris Gray, that coming in the second half. And that was the story of the ball game. Just 29 points for the Lady Tigers tonight, scoring 21 in the second half. We're outscored 11-6 in the third quarter and outscored 17-15 in the decisive fourth quarter, where we could not get anything to happen and gave way too many easy shots to Todd County underneath. For Todd County, they're led tonight by a lady that did not score in the first half, Tatiana Peterson, with 12 points on 6 field goals, all coming in the second half. 10 points for Jasmine Sims, 4 in the first half, 6 in the second half for 10. 4 points for Paige Rager, 1 in the first half, 3 in the second. 4 points for Michaela Artis, the big lady inside. Her 4 points coming in the second half. 3 points for Michaela Robertson, coming in the 2 in the first half, 1 in the second half. And 2 points for Jordan Weathers, coming in the second half. Total of 28 points in the second half for Todd County, and total of 38 here in the game. Todd County in the second half with 10 turnovers, 10 in the first half, so they have 20 for the game. The Lady Tigers just couldn't get untracked offensively, really couldn't stop turning it over. We have 8 in the second half, total of 19 for the game, and when you're in a low-scoring ball game, turnovers really do spell the difference, and I've got to go get some lineups.
All right. And we're about to be joined by Coach Thomas after this one. We'll get her thoughts on this as the boys are warming up right now on the court. Doubleheader action tonight here at Todd Central. We'll have the boys action here in about 15 minutes. And then tomorrow night on the road again, both boys and girls doubleheader at Livingston Central. So tune in tomorrow night with us also for those games. Coach Thomas, thank you for coming up tonight and joining us after this one. Tough loss tonight. We thought we were starting to get into a pretty good roll the last couple of games, but you played with a very short bench tonight, very cold shooting and turnovers, and that trifecta just spells disaster most nights, and not a great night for us tonight either.
That pretty much sums it up. You got to do one of those 3 things well to have a chance to win, and we didn't do any of them well. And, yeah, we were shorthanded, and we can sit here and make a lot of excuses. We just couldn't put the ball in the hole, and just really struggled offensively. We weren't focused. throwing the ball out of bounds, little things like that we shouldn't be doing. We just gotta put it behind us, look forward. We got one more tune-up for the district tournament. That's the great thing about basketball is you play so many games, you don't have to dwell on one for long. And thank God we got another game tomorrow because I may lose more than one night of sleep over this game.
You and JC and several others, for that matter. Bob and I talked about this one. This is a game we're in the first half, 3-3 after one quarter, but JC had some open shots, Lucy had some open shots, Jada drove the ball well, but nobody, Bella had the ball underneath some, nobody could make the shots tonight, and it just didn't ever show up. Usually, maybe you can shoot yourself out of that, but
we didn't.
Tough night tonight. As I think JC I think Bob had her down with 5 points tonight. She's averaging close to 12 points a game. One bright spot maybe was the scoring from Lucy Goffinette tonight. Yeah,
she's been very productive for us, and it's a couple games in a row, 3 games in a row that she's been able to produce. So I'm proud of that, and she's got to keep doing that. We got to have some production off of our bench. There's a lot of things that we could talk about, but my team's playing hard. They're playing hard, and we just couldn't get it done. We're going to put this behind us and try to move forward.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be hard to forget about this one and get ready for Livingston tomorrow night. If you will, update our fans on the status of Peyton Young.
Peyton is out for the year. She has a stress fracture in her foot, and it's a huge loss for us. And, Peyton's such a great kid. She's still providing us leadership. She's still, there for the young kids every day in practice, and I'm really proud of her because she's contributing to our team even from the sideline. That's just the kind of kid she is. It's a hit for our team, but there's nothing we can do about it. Right. One good thing is, she had that phenomenal game and then couldn't walk the next day. So that's hopefully will give her some momentum going into next season or senior year. And we're going to have to be careful with her, though. That's the second time she's had stress fracture issues in her career. We're going to have to be real careful with her moving forward and making sure this doesn't happen again. I'm well aware of what that's like. I had 6 stress fractures in college, and so I can kind of help her with that a little bit. But the truth is, it's just hard if you're prone to stress fractures. It's just hard to overcome that. And but hopefully she will. She's a fighter. She's a champion. And she's continuing to give to our team even though she's injured.
If you will, update us also on the status of Carson Parker. She didn't play tonight, still recovering from a flu.
She has flu and strep throat.
So out tomorrow night.
She's very, 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 very sick, or should be here. She's a fighter too. I'm really worried about Carson. She, to be that sick, it's going to take her some time to recover. And I'm not sure we have enough time for her to do that. So we got to be prepared to have her, not have her. Some other kids are going to have to step up, and we'll see. Hopefully tomorrow night we'll move forward and see who's going to fill those gaps.
Looking ahead to tomorrow night, like you said, you get one more tune-up against Livingston Central, team that generally plays tough games. Not a powerhouse, but they always seem to put a scrappy bunch out there that has a shooter at some point on there. So you've got that game, and then if you'll talk about that one for a minute, then maybe your first-round game coming up on Monday night, 7:30. District tournament starts in Princeton. We want a big crowd out there to cheer the Lady Tigers on as we take on Madisonville North Hopkins.
Well, Livingston has one of the top players in the region on her team in Tabby Payton, and that kid, she's put up 40 once this year, so anytime you can do that, you're pretty special. So
yeah, I think she had a big game in the Hoops Classic back in December.
Did. She's a great player. I love to watch her play, and so hopefully we'll be able to contain her and play well and get that win going down to Livingston. But it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a tough battle, especially with Carson out, because we just don't have a lot of size right now. And so going into the Madisonville game, this is what you work for. It's postseason. We split with them throughout this year, and they kind of handed it to us the last time we met. And so we feel like, we've got something to give back to them. It's just, this time of year, it's going to matter of wheels. We talked all year about how close our district opponents were to each other, and any one of the 4 of us could win that district tournament. And so it's going to be a fun tournament, and hopefully we'll be able to come out on top. But we're going to have to come out and fight. We're going to have to battle. We're going to have to defend better. And it's our tournament. It's at our home floor. that's got to give us somewhat of an advantage. And so, you know, it's ours to lose. Nothing to hold back for. It's play. You go home when you lose. So we're going to see who wants to play, who wants to keep playing, and who doesn't.
And it's one of those rare years, not a prohibitive favorite by any of the 4 teams, like you said, in the district tournament. You've got Hopkins Central that you played close, very close, especially the last time you played them. And then you've got a number 4 seed that we ended up losing to a couple of weeks ago that had a phenomenal night from the free throw line.
Right, and so anybody can win. It's going to be who puts it together on the right night, and hopefully our night will be Monday.
Well, we wish you the best tomorrow night. We'll be on hand tomorrow night from Smithland for that ball game. The girls play first, I'm assuming, tomorrow night, so it'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off for the Lady Tigers tomorrow night. Coach Thomas, thank you for coming up and talking with us tonight. We wish everybody the best tomorrow night. Give our best regards to Peyton and to Carson, that they make quick recoveries and get back as soon as possible. Peyton, although being next season.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Coach Melissa Thomas here with us tonight in the post-game show as Caldwell County loses a tough one here at Todd Central, 38-29. Very low-scoring game, especially first half, as Caldwell County was tied with Todd Central at 3 after one quarter. Just 3 points by both squads in their first quarter. Todd Central started to work the ball down low and get the ball inside and pulled away in that second half for the 38-29 win. That drops Caldwell County to 13-12 on the season. And they'll try to assure themselves at least a better than 500 winning season tomorrow night as they take on Livingston Central. But like Coach Thomas said, a tough player in Patton, I think it is. So we saw her back in December in that Hoops Classic, a phenomenal player. So Caldwell's got their hands full tomorrow night, being shorthanded again. Carson Parker expected to be out, and Peyton Young also out tomorrow night and the rest of the season with that stress fracture. Bob Hayes is joining us back here at the broadcast table. I'll tell you what, let's take a couple of minute break, Todd, and we'll be back and preview the boys contest coming up in about 7 minutes. So stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can
New car buyers, listen up. We need to move our new car and truck inventory fast, and we need your trade. New car buyers, listen up. We need to move our new car and truck inventory fast, and we need your trade. At Tri-Seas Incorporated, we know the dollar is tight, but there's never been a better time to buy a new vehicle. With fantastic rebates, low rates, awesome trade allowance, and 7 American car lines to choose from, Tri-Seas Incorporated is sure to fit you with the perfect vehicle at a price that's pleasing. And as always, if we don't have what you want on our lot, we'll find it for you. Don't go out of town for a good deal. Stay in town for a great deal. Tri-Seas Incorporated, where your trade is worth more.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. And
we're back to Todd Central High School, getting set for Game 2 tonight. Caldwell County's boys taking on the Rebels of Todd Central. And Bob kind of digging, they've got the pep band here tonight. They were playing some old school Kansas just a minute ago, so I think Ty and I both caught on to that. So a good job by them tonight. They did a great job with the national anthem. I think, was it trumpet, trombone, or trumpet section?
And sax or something. Sax. There were 3 instruments out there, yes.
So they did a good job, a little quartet out at midcourt to bring us the national anthem tonight. So great job by the band here at Todd Central tonight. Taking a look at this ball game coming up, Caldwell County is going to come into this one 13-12 on the season. And they're coming in riding a 4-game winning streak. last 4 games, they've defeated Dawson Springs, Hopkins Central, Tree County, and then that big win on Tuesday night against Union County, 65-49. So the Tigers 13-12 on the season. Coach Kukihiko seems to think they're playing the best ball of the year right now, so that's a plus for Caldwell County as they come in tonight. Of course, everybody talks about the play of Darian Boyd, averaging almost 24 points a contest. They'll have to have a big night here tonight for Caldwell County. Another player playing some good ball, averaging right at 10 points a game, is John Davis. Then you've got another player, when you roll up the averages, Caden Frelick's averaging double digits with 10 points a game, and also Jameer Riley. So you've got a lot of players, 9.5, 10 points to support Boyd. And Caldwell County is really pulling that team aspect in as we get ready for district tournament action next week, where they will face, I think it's Hopkins Central. Yes, Hopkins Central.
It is Hopkins Central.
On the 20th. So that's Tuesday night. I think that's a 7:30 game also. And the Tigers looking to come in here, have a couple of tune-ups tonight here at Todd Central. Then tomorrow night, as we said, the doubleheader over at Livingston Central before they start district play at Princeton next Monday night. The girls play on Monday night, the boys on Tuesday night, both of them at 7:30. We'll have both of those games right here on WPKY also. Eric Jacobs and Bob Hayes will bring you that action tomorrow night as well as the district tournament action next week. Take a look at the stats for Todd Central as we are about 240 from tipping this one off. Todd Central out of the 4th region, and they're going to come in to tonight at 15-12 on the year. They have a kind of 500 month going on. They've lost their last game against Warren East, won the 2 before that against Trigg and Russellville, and lost against Rossview out of Clarksville. So 2-2 in their last 4 games. Caldwell County winning their last 4. Some momentum right now with Caldwell County. Todd County's led in scoring by a couple of players. Big man is going to be number 10, Nolan Barrow, averaging 17 a game. Gets pretty good support from number 21, John Calvary, averaging 13.3. But you talk about a team effort that Todd County puts up. Another player averaging right at 10 points is Tayshawn Foster. Then you've got 3 players coming off the bench averaging right at 5 to 6 points a game in Austin Rager, Colin Sharp, and Clayton Weathers. So another Rager in the ball game. We had one in the ladies game also.
And we've got a Weathers in this game too, Dennis, as I'm
we had
trying to enter Rager and
had that in the first game also. So Caldwell County's going to have to play some good defense tonight against Nolan Barrow and against John Calvary. If they can put the defense together and keep riding this momentum, you would love to see the team go in on a 6-game winning streak into that tournament. When you go in and you know you're playing well, you've got the winning streak going on, you're playing at home, that gives you a lot of confidence going into that first round district matchup against, Hopkins Central on a Tuesday night. Just about half a minute to go before we tip this one off here. We'll be introducing the starters in just a second. I want to take, while we've got about 20 seconds to go, something we really need to do more of, and me especially. I want to thank all of our sponsors this year. We're starting to wind down the regular season. We've had a great group of sponsors who stay with us all season long, help bring you these ball games and the live stream. So we couldn't appreciate the sponsors anymore. They're what enables us to bring you these ball games night in and night out. And we thank them for all that they do. So next time you hear one of the commercials, stop in one of the businesses and tell them how much you appreciate their support of Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball here on WPKY.
And Dennis, finally I got the lineups.
That was some speed riding. I was pretty impressed, Bob.
And we're ready for the player introductions, and the Tigers will first be introduced. Coming out first for the Tigers, Darren Boyd. Boyd, followed by number 20, John Davis. Jameer Riley out next. Number 22, Caden Fralix. And Seth Scott, number 32. Round out your Tigers starting lineup.
Seth Scott getting the start tonight.
Yes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, get up on your feet for your Todd County Central Rebels.
Tayshawn Foster, the first out for Todd County, number 3. I really like these numbers on the back of the jerseys, Dennis.
A lot better than the girls right off the bat.
Number 10, Nolan Barrow. And the big guy inside, number 21, John Calvary. And number 12 coming out is Austin Rager. And number 33 getting to start, Clay Weathers. Those are your 5 Todd County Rebels.
And number 21, John Calvary, brings some size to that lineup for Todd Central.
He looks to be 6'5" or 6'6".
He's well taller than Darian Boyd, who will jump center for the Tigers as we're getting set to get this one underway.
And for the call here in the first quarter, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County will look to make this a split tonight. And it's controlled by the Rebels as we are underway. Man-to-man defense by Caldwell County. Foster gets it over to number 10. That's Barrow. Barrow out front. 3-point shot by number 33, Weathers. No good. Rebound to Caldwell County. Boyd quickly the other way, gets it up to Fralix. Fralix has a layup blocked. It'll go out of bounds off of Todd Central. Tiger ball underneath their own basket. Boyd to inbound. Gets it into Riley. Riley with the crossover goes up middle of the lane, up. Shot no good. Thought he was going to get the roll there for just a second, Bob. Tayshawn Foster with the rebound. And Central comes the other way. Put the left-handed shot up. And it's good. Tayshawn Foster with the bucket. And the foul is going to go on John Davis. He'll go to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. Oh, they called that on Boyd. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
And
you sure look like John to me.
And Darren's going to get called for a lane violation. I almost was certain that it was called on John Davis. And there's some conversation going on. I think they might correct that foul. I think we'll go on Davis. Let's see if they change that. And it is on John Davis as the officials get together and correct that. Foster with a shot up and good. Lane violation cost the Tigers a point. 3-0. Todd Central. Caldwell gets it into Boyd. Weathers is going to press full court against Darien. Get it over to Davis. Davis left wing. He's going to dribble around to Jameer Riley. Riley over to Boyd. Boyd right wing. Goes left hand. Goes against a couple of players down to Riley. Riley with the no look underneath the Fralix up and in. Nice pass by Riley. And good cut by Fralix. 3-2 Todd Central. 3-point shot. No good by Todd Central. Scott with the rebound for the Tigers. That was Barrow with the miss. And John Davis will bring the ball up at point for the Tigers. Just underway here at Todd Central. Tight defense by Weathers on Boyd. Boyd with the short baseline jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Fralix, and Fralix gets it out to Davis. Davis will reset the offense. A little bit of contact. Blocking foul is going to be called on Nolan Barrow. Bob, Todd Central really bringing some tight, sticky defense to start this ball game. Boyd gets it in the backcourt, brings it around. Now he'll reset the offense. Goes to Davis on the left wing. He takes the pick from Riley, drives the lane, kicks it back out to Scott. Scott has it open, shot at the free throw line, gives it up to Boyd. Back over to Scott. Contact, no call. Scott with the shot up and in. Scott with a nice semi-hook up off the board. 4-3, Caldwell County with their first lead of the night.
Looked like one of those shots from the 1950s.
It really did. Oh, ball goes underneath to the big guy. That's number 21, John Calvary. Misses a shot, but he gets hammered on the way up. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
And Jameer Riley picks up the foul.
One thing Jameer did, he made sure he did not hit the shot. Free throw no good. Calvary, a big kid, stands around 6'5", as we said in the pregame. Second shot up and in, and we're knotted at 4 with 5:52 left to go in the first quarter. Boyd calls Davis back. Davis will take the point and brings it across the timeline. Gets it to Boyd on the right wing. Over to Scott. Scott wanted to take it underneath to Felix. Felix chases down the deflection, gets it over to Boyd. Boyd to Jameer Riley. Riley over to the corner to Davis. Davis with a cutting Boyd. Contact underneath as Davis tumbles across the free throw or across the foul lane. Foul is on Calvary with the trip. His first and team's second. Felix takes the ball out into Boyd. Nice play. Boyd up with the left hand off the board and good. Caldwell County leads this one 6-4. Weathers quickly the other way for Central. Ball deflected. Back out to number 3. That's Foster up and in with the short jumper from the left side of the lane. 6-all as Boyd brings it across. Caldwell County is going to put 4 wide. Now they're going to bring the high pick and roll from Scott back up to Boyd. Boyd didn't like what he had. He's going to pull it back out. Defended by Weathers. We'll try this again. Comes off the pick a little bit better. Gets it over to Felix. Wide open in the corner for 3. Off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound outlet pass down to Foster. Foster beat everybody back for Caldwell County. Up and in with the layup. 8-6, Todd Central. Nice rebound and outlet pass by Nolan Barrow. Boyd left open from the elbow. Off the front of the rim. No good. Felix had a hand on the rebound, stolen away by Barrow. Barrow with the bounce pass up to Weathers, has it blocked by Riley. Going up, though, on the rebound was the big kid, Calvary. He misses a shot, though. It's Jameer Riley back the other way. Stops and pops from 12 feet. Rolls around, no good. Rebound to Felix, up and in. Good hustle on the boards by Caden Felix, and we're tied at 8.
Really nice hustle by Caden. Very undersized in there, fighting for the ball, getting in, scoring.
Barrow has a shot blocked by Boyd. And Boyd just let him know, yes, I did block your shot after he blocked the shot. So a little chirping down there on the court, which you're going to get in high school games. There's no way not to have that, and it's pretty fun to watch sometimes. Barrow with it for Todd Central. To Foster, left wing, 3-point shot up and in. Foster answers, and it's 11-8.
Caldwell County into his own defense on that possession.
Caldwell works around Todd Central in man-to-man. Jameer Riley, right wing. Looks it over, picks his dribble up, and as somebody's going to have to come to him, Boyd does. Left-handed pass over to Davis. Davis wants to go underneath to Scott, gets it back to Jameer Riley. Riley underneath to Scott. Scott goes up, bad angle, and the rebound comes down to Calvary for Todd Central. Quickly down to Foster. Foster guarded by Davis. Another 3 on the way. This one off the front of the rim, no good. Barrow with the rebound, and foul is going to be called against Caldwell County. Seth Scott with his first foul. And Cole Smiley will check into the ball game for the Tigers as Scott will get a breather. Barrow inbounds to Calvary. Gets it out to Weathers. Back over to Barrow. Barrow for 3. Shot up and good. Todd County's used a couple of threes to pull out to a 6-point lead. 2:29 to go in the first quarter. It's 14-8, Todd Central. Davis brings it across the timeline, gets it over to Fralix. Fralix uses the pick from Smiley, drives the lane, goes up, has a shot blocked from behind. Barrow with the rebound. Todd Central with numbers, gets it over to Weathers, up, no good. Rebound to Boyd. Now Boyd has numbers on the other end. 3-on-1, Boyd takes it all the way up and in with the right hand. It's good, 14-10. Todd Central quickly back the other way. Barrow loses it out of bounds, and it goes Caldwell County way. Action really picking up the pace here the last couple of minutes, Bob. Both teams up and down the floor.
Fast-paced basketball. A lot of speed on the floor tonight.
Davis is going to bring it up against Nolan Barrow. Barrow meets him at midcourt. Boyd has it left wing. Gets it over to Jameer Riley. Jameer Riley with the spin move to Fralix. Fralix over to Smiley, and it goes off Smiley's hand out of bounds. And it's turnover Caldwell County, 1:36 to go. Bob, one thing I'm pretty impressed with is the defense by the Weathers kid on Darren Boyd. As Foster puts up the three, no good. Rebound to Boyd. Boyd with a nice crossover move, pulls up at the free throw line, no good. Rebound is deflected and pulled down by Todd Central. Somehow they kept that ball in bounds. Weathers comes the other way, right down the lane, up and no good. Rebound goes to Darian Boyd. Darian comes the other way, 1-on-3. Gets it over to Davis in the corner, 4-3 off the mark, no good. And this one's going to go out of bounds. And let's see, they're going to keep it with the Tigers. Just under a minute to go in the first quarter. Boyd to take the ball out. Caldwell County sets up in the box. They take it way out. Deflected by Todd Central. Caldwell controls it, gets it back to Riley. Riley over to Fralix. Fralix behind the back against Foster. Gets it to Boyd. Boyd thought Smiley was going to cut towards the goal and led him with the pass too much. Goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Tigers. Gives it back to Central as they lead 14-10. Checking into the ball game for Caldwell County
is Jude East.
Jude East, number 11. East got the unenviable position of trying to guard Calvary. Calvary gets position on him, puts it up and in. That one way too easy. East is going to give up a lot of size in that matchup. 16-10. Tigers trail this one. East had it down the lane. Back tip by Calvary. Goes out of bounds off of Central. And the Tigers have 21.5 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter, trailing by 6. Caldwell stacks it at the line, gets it in to East. East over to Boyd. Boyd's going to bring it back out. Weathers will let him have it up to about the volleyball stripe. Caldwell County's going to hold it for the last shot. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. And that's going to be a running pick, a moving pick set by East. You kind of saw that one coming. Caldwell may have waited a little bit late in the clock for a pick that high out. He's never able to get set.
No, and Darren, knowing the clock was running down, took off a little bit too soon.
Right. Central trying to get a shot off, up and no good. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Todd Central 16, Caldwell County 10. We'll be back with second quarter action in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
It's National Cancer Awareness and Prevention Month. Your healthcare partner, Community Medical Clinic, has an important message. Every day, more and more Americans are beating cancer. The key is knowing what to do and when to do it. When breast, cervical, and colon cancers are found at an early stage, the 5-year survival rate is 90% or more. There's no better weapon in the fight against cancer than early detection. We are committed to keeping our patients healthy and informed. Learn what you can do. Schedule your annual exams, your cancer screenings. Call today, 270-365-0227. Community Medical Clinic is committed to being your partner in prevention and early detection. Save a life. Get checked. Don't wait. Call today. 270-365-0227. Community Medical Clinic.
And we're back here at Todd County Central. The Rebels leading over the Tigers at the end of one period of play, 16-10. Caldwell County with 5 field goals in the first half. There in the first quarter, Todd County with 4 2-pointers and 2 3-pointers, 2 out of 3 at the free throw line. Powell County to inbound the ball to start the second quarter. And for the call, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. We are underway in the second quarter. Caldwell County gets it in, and that is number 5.
That's Jamarius Blaine.
Jamarius Blaine. These numbers have been, there it is, a little bit off tonight in the girls' game. Caldwell County gets it in. Nice pass from Boyd over to East. East a little bit too much on the shot, no good. Deflection by Boyd on the other end goes right into the hands of Weathers. Weathers gets it to Foster. They work it around the horn, get it into Calvary. Calvary goes up with a shot. It's good, and he'll go to the line for the 3-point opportunity. Foul's going to go on Jameer Riley. That's his second. Free throw up and in. And Todd Central has opened up a 9-point advantage on the Tigers, 19-10. Just underway here in the second quarter. Blaine brings it across, playing the point, guarded by Barrow. Gets it over to Darian Boyd. Darian has the right side, goes up, and it's going to be a charge against Boyd as Calvary had position just inside the right block. And the Tigers running into a little bit of a lull here offensively. They get it down to Calvary. Calvary has it blocked by East. Good block, unable to put his rebound back in. Caldwell quickly the other way to Jameer Riley. Riley goes up. And let's see if they count that one.
I don't believe
think
they
he's
are.
pointing to the floor. I think they're going to call that one on the floor. And Tripp Branch is going to check in for East. Boyd's going to take it out underneath his own basket, gets it into Branch. Branch over to Riley, over to Blaine, back to Jameer. Jameer with the crossover, gets it over to Branch. Branch has it, lost control of it, decides to reset the offense. Now Tripp for 3 off the mark. Tip on the rebound goes to Central. Central has numbers. Weathers into Barrow. Barrow goes up, misses a shot, but he's going to be fouled. I think that one's going to be called on Branch on that end. Bob, Todd Central beating Caldwell back offensively.
Todd County a lot of speed.
Handful of times
all their players are quick and fast.
Number 10, Barrow at the line, shot up and in. As we said, Barrow, the team leader in points, averaging 17 a ball game. Second one up and in. Double-digit lead now after those 2 free throws, 21-10. Tigers really struggling offensively. I think we've had 1 field goal maybe in the last 4 to 5 minutes. Caldwell works it into Fralix. Fralix gets it back out to Blaine. Blaine, top of the key, he's going to drive the lane, gets it over to Branch. Branch is going to drive, puts it back out to Fralix from the free throw line off the back of the rim. No good. Ball tipped, and it's Weathers coming up with it for the Rebels. Foster open for 3, gave it up. Now he's going to back out to Weathers. Weathers over to Barrow. Barrow, number 12, that's Rager. Rager gave up the 3. Now he's going to come in for the 17-footer. No good. Rebound to Darian Boyd. And Caldwell's got to get a little offense going as we're down to 5.5 left in the first half. Boyd shot up. No good. Nice rebound again by Fralix. Head fake goes up. No good. And it's going to be Calvary throwing it off the leg of Branch, I think it was. Coach Kukihiko wanting a foul on that one, as well as several of the fans here on this side of the court. No call, and it's back to Central. Caldwell County stuck on the 10-point mark. Rager gets it to Foster to Barrow. Barrow for 3 from the corner, way over. But this one's going to go off the fingertips of Fralix out of bounds, and it'll stay Todd Central ball. Number 23, Colin Sharp into the ball game. Bob, are you a little bit surprised at how quick Todd Central gets up and down the court, especially with the size they can put on the court?
They're quick. That's bothering us a little bit, Dennis.
Caldwell County's gone zone, 2-3 zone. Sharp has it underneath, spins on Fralix, puts a shot up and in. 23-10. As Central comes with some token pressure on Boyd, so it's going to be Blaine bringing the ball up. Todd Central stays man-to-man. Fralix from the elbow. Pass to a cutting Blaine. Blaine goes up, left-hand shot up and in. And a quick 30-second timeout by Coach Kukihiko, so we'll keep it right here. 4:36 to go in the first half. Caldwell trails this one 23-12.
County's first basket of the second quarter, Dennis, just coming at the 4:36 mark remaining to be played.
They only scored the one basket towards the end of the first quarter. They were stuck on 8 and then on 10 for pretty good minutes on each one. Two things, Calvary really controlling the boards and dominating play underneath, but the speed by Todd Central is kind of surprising the Tigers and causing them a little bit of trouble too. They've beaten the Tigers back at least twice in this game, maybe 3 times on outlet passes.
And one thing we can't do is drop our defensive pressure back to guard the big man, because they're excellent outside shooters. They're not afraid to shoot the ball from 15, 20 feet outside too. So we have to guard these guys.
Weathers is going to have it at the point for Central. Fralix is on the big Calvary kid. That's a huge size advantage there. Barrow tried to work it in low. It's off the leg of Boyd. It'll go out of bounds and stay Todd Central ball. Barrow to inbound. Gets it over to Sharp. Sharp back to Barrow. Quick 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound comes down. I thought it was too, but they let him spin back in. And Calvary with the bucket. 25-12. Todd Central with the lead in this one as we're on 4 minutes to go in the half. Fralix gets it over to Davis. Davis shoots the 3, no good. Rebound goes to Foster. Foster brings it the other way. Not a lot of offensive boards for the Tigers tonight. Foster's going to be called, or is it?
I think they got John Davis.
John Davis for the push. Not only is Todd Central getting back quickly, but they're controlling the boards on their defensive end. Caldwell County just 1 possession and out. Foster goes to the line. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Boyd. Boyd pulls up, puts a spin move on, gets it back to Riley. Riley over to Branch. Branch with the shot up and in from about 14 feet on the baseline. Caldwell County back within 11, 25-14. Weathers over to Barrow. Barrow on the right wing. Goes off the pick by Sharp, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound to Jameer Riley. Caldwell County now has numbers. Riley quickly the other way, reached by Weathers. It's going to be called on the floor, no shot. Weathers first, only 4 in the half on Todd Central. Caldwell County will have it out of bounds underneath their own bucket. Caden Fralix takes it out, gets it into Branch. Branch lines up the 3 from the corner off the mark. Rebound comes down to Calvary, and he gets it out to Weathers. Weathers to Foster, down low to Sharp. Sharp's going to back in on Fralix. Spins, puts a shot up, no good. Calvary had it knocked away, but he comes back for the steal and taps it over to Barrow. Nice play by the big guy. You got to give credit where it's due. Weathers with the 3, way off the mark. And Calvary's going to be called for the foul on Fralix. Bob, one thing I'm pretty impressed with the position and the rebounding tonight of Caden Fralix. He's giving up a lot of size, both to Sharp and to Calvary, but he's doing a good job tonight on the boards.
Finding real hard, and maybe had a fat chance to go to the free throw line, maybe 4 or 5 trips before, but didn't get the call inside.
Calvary's going to go out of the ball game. That's his 2nd foul. Seth Scott back in for the Tigers as Fralix will get a well-deserved break. Davis comes across half court. Man-to-man defense by Todd Central. 2:34 left to go in the first half. Branch has it left wing. Goes off the Scott pick, now comes back around, gets it over to Seth. Back to Jameer Riley. Back to Branch. Caldwell County trying to run the offense, gets it to Davis. Boyd's got to get more involved in it. Boyd guarded closely down by number 20. That's Sidney Johnson. Johnson's going to be called for his first foul. Hadn't been in the game just a little bit. 16 fouls, so Caldwell County finally will be in the bonus on the next foul. Darian Boyd gets it inbounds to Davis. They leave Davis all alone for three. Shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Gets it back. Boyd up, left-hand shot, no good. Battle underneath, and it's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay with the Tigers.
Oh, County with two good looks at the basket then, just couldn't get it to go.
I don't know if it's the rims are tighter than home or what it is. The girls had an abysmal night from the field in the first game. Caldwell County not having much better luck here in the second one as they trail 25-14.
Maybe we'll do better in the second half when we go down on the other rim. That's what we were hoping in the first game, didn't it? But our hope didn't come to fruition.
We ended the game still hoping in that first game. Just a tough night. Jameer Riley's going to go to the line as he tried to drive the lane and gets held. He'll have the one in the bonus. Shot up, and he gets the friendly roll.
Ball looked like it had backspin to keep roll back into the basket.
Looked like one of your wedge shots.
Mine aren't that good. That's one thing in a game where we're trailing, we need to hit free throws.
Got to hit free throws. We saw that as the second shot comes up, no good. Darian Boyd fighting underneath, but Todd Central able to come away with it. We saw that about a week or two ago at Dawson, where the young lady hit 14 out of 15, and Dawson went to the line, 35 times that night, made 25. So free throws vitally important. 10-point lead for the Rebels with a minute and a half or so left to go in the half. Barrow's going to bring it out to midcourt. Caldwell County goes zone, 2-3 zone with Davis and Branch out front. Branch tried to read the pass lane, missed it. Barrow comes up and makes him pay with a short jumper just inside the arc. 27-15, Todd Central. Davis comes across, calls his play out. Good movement by the Tigers on that set, but whistle blows, stops play. And I'm not sure. Sharp, okay, they never did say which end it was going to stay on. Sharp with the foul for Todd Central.
Was that not a shooting foul? I mean, a free throw line foul?
Apparently not. We're going to take it out of bounds. Branch with the shot up, gets his own rebound. Head fakes up, puts it up to Boyd. Boyd goes up, no good. And Darren just puts it in after the whistle just to see what it feels like. 9 team fouls on each team with exactly 1 minute to go in the first half. Boyd will try to get us back to a 10-point deficit. First shot up and no good. Not a good sign when Darren Boyd starts missing shots like that. He had a whale of a streak not long ago, 23 in a row.
In the month of February, he's 43 out of 48, 90%.
Next shot up and no good. Very rare that Boyd misses 2 shots. And on the rebound, I think it was Sharp that came down with it. He's going to be fouled by Seth Scott. And that'll send Sharp to the line. Ten fouls on Caldwell County, so Colin Sharp will get 2 shots. First shot up and good. Cole Smiley back into the ball game as Scott will sit down. Second shot up and good. 29-15. Todd Central's biggest lead of the night at 14 as we are under a minute to go in the first half. Davis brings it across half court. Gets it over to Branch from the right wing. Smiley, top of the key, looks it over. And Smiley, let's see where that foul is going to be called. I thought Smiley was going to be called for dragging the pivot foot, but Boyd's going to be called for the push. And that's his his second foul. They had it wrong on the board. Second foul on Darian Boyd. As Weathers brings it across for Todd Central. Get over to number 11, just in the lineup, Tanner McHouston. Stolen away by Caldwell County. Nice pass up the court to Davis. Davis misses the layup, but he's fouled by Weathers. And John Davis will go to the free throw line.
Number 33, Weathers, his second. Team 10.
28.1 seconds left as Davis toes the line for the first of his two shots. Up and in. Checking in Kamari Briggs for Todd Central, number 14. Davis' second shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Barrow. And let's see if Todd Central will hold for the last shot. Caldwell County's in a zone. We'll see if they come out to start the count, and they do not. So Caldwell County will lay back in defense. Barrows now is going to start the play. 10 seconds left to go in the half. He drives left side, picked up by Boyd. Now he's going to come back the other way. Gets it over to number 14. Shot up, no good. Boyd with it, slings it, no good. And there's the halftime whistle. So after one half of play, it's Todd Central 29, Caldwell County 16. We'll be back with first half stats and a look ahead to the second half in 3 minutes. So stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
Cold and refreshing soft drinks are still just $1 at McDonald's every day. That's the news. Now the weather. Soft drink lovers at McDonald's report enjoying ice-cold deliciousness. Also reported, chance of refreshment, 100%. Get any size soft drink for just $1, only at McDonald's. A la carte only, limited time offer at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Caldwell Medical Center Sleep Lab offers diagnosis for a variety of sleep problems, including sleep apnea. 1 in every 5 Americans have significant sleep difficulties, which, when diagnosed properly, can be successfully treated. A few symptoms of sleep disorders include fatigue, morning headaches, impotence, frequent urination, irritability, memory loss, high blood pressure, and loud snoring. If you have some of these symptoms, we may be able to help you identify and treat them before they cause more serious health conditions. Caldwell Medical Center offers studies in lab and in your home depending on your insurance company's requirements. Call 270-365-0300 for more information.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Ashley Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 100299. Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And we are back at halftime at Todd Central High School. 29-16, Caldwell County trails this one at the half. And Bob, you have all the first half stats, but Todd Central's height bothered the Tigers, and also their speed as they beat the Tigers back a couple of times down the court.
Exactly. They were faster than what we thought we were going to see tonight. And we paused while we were off the air briefly for about 30, 45 seconds. Okay, we had some difficulty here at the table not being able to hear anything. In the first half, the Tigers were outscored at the end of one quarter 16-10, outscored 13-6 in the second quarter. Todd County taking a 29-16 lead here at halftime against the Tigers. For the Tigers, 4 points for Darren Boyd in the first half on 2 field goals, 4 points for Caden Fralix on 2 field goals, 2 points each for Seth Scott, Jamarius Blaine, and Trip Branch on field goals, 1 point each for Jameer Riley, 1 out of 2 at the free throw line, and 1 point for John Davis, 1 out of 2 at the free throw line, total of 16 points here in the first half. For Todd County Central, only 4 players scoring for them. Dennis, 10 points for Tayshawn Foster, 3 2-pointers, 1 3-point, 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for his 10. 8 points for the big guy underneath, John Calvary. 3 field goals, 2 out of 3 at the free throw line. 8 points. 7 points for Nolan Barrow on 1 2-pointer, 1 3-pointer, 2 out of 2 at the free throw line for his 7, and 4 points for Colin Sharp, their other big guy, on 1 field goal, 2 out of 2 at the free throw line. The Todd County team was 7 out of 9 from the free throw line in the first half, so excellent shooting there. And the Tigers only had 6 attempts at the charity stripe. They were 2 out of 6 in the first half. Turnovers relatively low for both teams. Just not a lot of turnovers. We're just not shooting the ball very well and not able to get second chance points as their height is creating some problems inside for us. Their quickness outside creating some problems for us, Dennis.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. We're not getting any second chance opportunities. We're getting 1 possession, 1 shot, and then Todd Central's doing a great job rebounding. That height is causing us some trouble, and we're not making shots. We're having the same problem kind of that the girls experienced in the first game, just a very cold shooting night for both squads, and it's kind of an off night. You know, when Darian Boyd goes to the line and misses 2, that it's just a little bit off tonight. Caldwell County just unable to really put the ball in the bucket. They're getting some decent outside shots early in the game they were, but another thing that I think is causing Caldwell County some trouble, if we're honest tonight, Todd Central is by far the aggressor defensively.
Oh, for sure. We're having trouble handling their 2 big guys inside, and that's setting up everything outside for those guards to screen, pick, roll, beat us off the dribble, which they have on a couple of occasions. So we've just got to get unhinged, untracked here, down only 13 to start the third quarter. Maybe we're on a more friendly end of the court here after halftime. At least, I hope so. At least we can look forward to that.
The Weathers kid also, I thought, did a great job on Darian Boyd. How many did Darian have in the first half?
4 points.
4 points. So a kid that's averaging about 20 points more than that for the full game is struggling tonight. But you got to credit Todd Central with a lot of that, because the Weathers kid has been inside Darian's jersey tonight causing some trouble. Plus, You think a team with that size that they put on the court might be a little slow getting back down. They picked up at least 4 points, maybe 6, by beating us back to the other end.
I think we've gotten used to their quickness, I hope, by now. So that won't surprise us in the third quarter. And Darian's had 4 or 5 good open looks. John Davis has had 2 or 3 good open looks. Trip Branch, a couple good open looks. And the ball's just not going down yet. So maybe the fortunes will turn around here in the third quarter, and Lady Luck will smile on us.
We're just over a minute to go before we tip off, or before we inbound the ball. I'm going back old school. We're not going to tip off the second half, but we're going to inbound it here in a minute. I want to remind everybody, season's just about to wind down. One more doubleheader tomorrow night, regular season action coming your way from Livingston Central, boys and girls. Girls will tip it off at 6. Eric Jacobs, Bob Hayes will be on the air tomorrow night around 5:40, 5:45 in that neighborhood, so tune in for that, a doubleheader. Then it's district tournament time as the Lady Tigers take the floor Monday night at 7:30. The boys do the same on Tuesday night at 7:30. The Tigers will take on Hopkins Central, while the Lady Tigers will take on the Lady Maroons from Madisonville. That tournament being held at the Cab in Princeton, so we want everybody to come out next week, starting next Monday night, and cheer these Tigers and Lady Tigers on and try to get them a win in that opening round game so they can advance to that regional tournament.
Exactly. Next week, big week, district week. Todd County to inbound the ball here at side midcourt to open the third quarter. Teams back onto the floor right now, and for the call here in the third quarter, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. It's going to be Barrow to put it in play toward Todd Central. Caldwell County comes out and sets up quickly in a 2-3 zone. It'll be Weathers at the point. Weathers dribbles it around, goes to the corner to Barrow, back to Weathers. Foster, the leading scorer in the first half, gets it back to Weathers to Barrow as Todd Central works it around the key. They dump it inside to Calvary. Calvary with a no-look pass back to Barrow. Barrow hits the open lane up and in. He found a crease in that zone, able to take it in with the right hand off the board, and the lead out to 15 at 31-16. John Davis brings it up. Todd Central is going, well, the front 2 guys set up like a zone. Now they're going man-to-full, man-to-man. I think a little confusion on Todd Central, what they were going to set up in. Jameer Riley from the elbow, nice shot. And been a long time since a good open shot bucket by the Tigers, 31-18.
Maybe that's a good sign, Dennis.
Yeah, we need that in the worst kind of way now. Stops to go along with that would be a big help. Caldwell works it in, steal. There's a stop right there as Davis comes up with the steal, takes it length of the court, up and in. 31-20 as Caldwell trims the lead down to 11. About a minute 15 gone in the second half. Barrow with it back to Weathers. Caldwell County standing at 2-3. Seth Scott in the middle against the big kid. That's Calvary, John Calvary. Lob over to Foster. And Foster's going to be called for steps, so Caldwell County coming out with a little better defensive intensity to start this second half. 2 quick turnovers by Central, and Caldwell County can get it back down into single digits if they score on this end.
Todd County with 2 turnovers here in the third quarter.
Davis gets it into Boyd. Boyd drives the baseline, puts it up and in, and he'll go to the free throw line. So a nice start by the Tigers here to begin the second half as they pull within 9 at 31-22 with 6:16 left to go in the third quarter. And Boyd trying to make an old-fashioned three-point play.
And that was against their big man Calvary, the 3rd foul on him.
Shot no good. Very uncharacteristic from the line by Boyd tonight. As the miss leaves it at a 9-point lead, but you would like to see the Calvary kid have to go to the bench for a while. Right now packing 3 fouls. Barrow with the 3 attempt, no good. That was going to go off the fingertips. I really thought that was off of Calvary, but they're going to call it off of Caldwell County. Calvary goes to the bench, and Sharp will come into the ball game for Todd Central. Barrow to inbound. Tried to go into Sharp. Nice deflection out of bounds by Fralix. Todd Central sets up all 4 at the free throw line. Now they'll get it in deep in the back court. Down to Foster. Foster thought about it for just a second. Gets it over to Barrow. Barrow to Weathers. Down to Foster in the corner. Foster with the three. No good. And gets his own rebound. Goes up just out hustle Jameer Riley. As simple as that can get. Jameer tried to reach for the ball. Foster went after the ball. He came up with the rebound. Puts it up and in. 33-22 Todd Central. Fralix has it right wing, looking to use a pick from Scott. Gets it back out to Riley. Riley to Davis. Davis wants to go baseline. Finds Scott in the lane. Dumps it off to Fralix. Fralix goes up with the one-hander. Good. Caldwell County finding a little bit of offense on this end of the court. 33-24 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Caldwell County's trimmed 4 points off that halftime deficit. Still a lot of time in this ball game as Caldwell County keeps his zone intact. Good hand check by Davis on Foster. They get it back out to Barrow. Over to Foster on the wing. Now Barrow at top of the key to Weathers. Almost stolen away by Fralix. Barrow comes up with it. And Fralix is going to get called for the bump. Inadvertent, but still a foul. First foul on Caden Fralix, and first of the team in the second half as Trill Branch checks in for Jameer Riley. Also Cole Smiley into the ball game for Seth Scott. Caldwell County is playing much better in this half, but we still got to get Darren Boyd on track. 3-point ball by Central, no good. Rebound to Branch, gets it over to Boyd. Boyd tries to thread a needle all the way down to Davis. That one's picked off and kind of left Davis in no man's land. He's going to commit the foul. Like seeing Darren hold that ball up. That was trying to thread between a couple of players down to John Davis. The turnover even caused Davis his third foul of the night, so he'll go to the bench with 4:16 to go in the third quarter. Fralix and Branch at the top of the 2-3 zone for the Tigers. And the Caldwell kind of goes 2-1-2 as Smiley has to come out high on Sharp. Now Weathers tucks it under his arm, and they're going to call Boyd with the foul. Looked like Weathers tucked the ball like a running back in football and was just going straight to the hole. But Boyd picks up the tough foul. That's his third, so foul trouble starting to affect the Tigers. Still with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. I think that's, what, 3 players with 3 fouls, if I'm not mistaken.
Darren with 3, John Davis with 3, and we got a couple with 2. So.
Okay. 4:01 to go in the quarter as the Rebels will inbound underneath their own basket. They get it into Foster. Foster over to Weathers, over to Barrow. Barrow, pretty quick player on this right wing, gets it to Weathers. Foster thought about the 3, decided against it. Now they get it to Weathers in the corner. Back out to the wing and Barrow. Barrow wants to drive the lane, pulls up from 14, off the front of the rim, no good. Sharp had to step out of bounds to throw that ball in. I don't know how they missed that one. And a quick timeout by Todd. It looks to me
like he's on the line, Dennis.
Thought he was standing by a cheerleader when he threw that one in. I mean, he was way out of bounds and got away with that one. I don't see that one. And when you're down 9, 10 points like Caldwell has been a lot here in this ball game, you need those stops right there. Todd Central's coach saw they were a little helter right then, so called a quick timeout to kind of settle his team down. Knew he probably got away with a turnover. Team's coming back out on the court after the 30-second timeout. It's going to be Todd Central ball with 3:37 to go in the quarter. Barrow gets it into Foster. Back out to Weathers out front. Weathers running the point. Also, I think really Weathers probably their best defensive player. Fralix comes way out. They have to bring Sharp out to pick Fralix almost at midcourt. Caldwell staying in zone. Now they're going to run Branch at Weathers. Looks like Todd Central wants to eat some of this clock up. Caldwell's having to bring the top man of that zone way out. And Todd Central wants to work it side to side. Now they go Barrow underneath. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Branch. Nice defense and patience there by the Tigers. Not to foul during that play by the Rebels. Fralick's has it along the baseline. Gets it over to Boyd. Boyd looks things over. Caldwell County sets the play up. 4 low. They're going to bring the high pick and roll from Smiley out. Boyd drives the lane, has it stolen away. Now Central has numbers 3 on 2. It's Barrow up for the shot. No good. He's fouled, though, on the shot as Cole Smiley got him on the arm. So Nolan Barrow will go to the line.
He almost could have been called for walking then, Dennis. It looked like he took a couple little itty-bitty steps trying to draw that foul.
Barrow shot up and nothing but net. Lead back out to 10. Just under 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Jude East back into the ball game, and Cole Smiley comes out. Second shot by Barrow is up and good. Lead back out to 11. Fralick's is going to bring it up the court for the Tigers. He'll get it over to Branch. Branch gets it across the timeline. Being hawked by Barrow. Now they get it to Boyd. Boyd has it left wing to Riley. Riley dribbles out front to Branch, right wing. Branch thought he saw a lane and did. Barrow tried to close it off, but he's going to be called for the block. Second foul on Nolan Barrow. And only the second foul of the half on Central, as Fralick's will take the ball out underneath his own basket. Wanted to go into Boyd. Goes off of Weathers for Todd Central. It'll stay Caldwell County basketball. Boyd takes it out, gets it into Fralick's. Fralick's guarded by Foster. Fralick's with the spin move. Foster overcommitted. Fralick's though ran into Big Sharp underneath. He has to get it back out to Jameer Riley. Riley puts up a little stutter step jump shot from 8 feet, no good. Branch battled for the basketball underneath. Nice hustle, but it's going to go off his fingertips and out of bounds. And with 1:42 left in the third quarter, Todd Central will come the other way, leading this one 35-24. Weathers with the ball. We saw this on the last possession, Bob. Todd Central content to run some clock out. Not a full-blown, old-fashioned four corners, but very similar as they're going to work the ball around up front between Weathers and Barrow. Now Barrow's going to try Branch from the free throw line up and in. And the lead back out to 13 as Caldwell gets it into Riley. Caldwell got it down to as low as, what was it, 9
yes.
At one point. Now back out to where we were at halftime. Clock ticks under a minute to go in the third quarter. Fralick's has it left wing. Gets the pick from Jameer Riley. Over to East. Then to Boyd. Boyd with a nice spin move goes up, under and in. Nice one-on-one move by Darian Boyd. Maybe that'll get him on track. Getting close to the fourth quarter. Caldwell within 11, 37-26. Weathers guarded by Fralick's as Caldwell County goes man-to-man to close the quarter out. 30 seconds left. Boyd's now going to come out on Weathers. Darian's got to be careful. He's got 3 fouls. Doesn't want to pick up a cheap one to close out the third. Sharp underneath. He's triple teamed. Somehow gets it away, gets it over to Rager. Rager gives up the shot and then drives the lane. One stutter step got by Branch. And the lead's back out to 13 at 39-26. Caldwell County will get the last shot. 2 seconds left. Three-pointer by Fralick's. In at the buzzer. And it counts. So after 3 quarters of play, that three pulls it back to within 10. It's Todd Central 39, Caldwell County 29. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
With the law office of Jeff Rizzo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
And welcome back to Todd County. We're through 3 quarters of play. Caldwell County outscoring the Rebels in that third quarter 13-10 to trim that 13-point lead to 10. Caldwell County will inbound it here to start the fourth quarter when play resumes. The Tigers breaking the huddle, coming onto the floor. And for the call here in the fourth quarter, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County inbounds it. Trip Branch is going to play the point. He'll be picked up by Barrow. Branch, East, Riley, Boyd, and Felix for Caldwell County to start the fourth. Nice cut by Felix. He's going to pull up from 8 feet. Nice shot in for Caden Felix. Lead down to 8. And Caldwell County digs in. That shot by Felix to close out that third quarter was huge.
Big shot, and we've run off the last 5 points.
And Caldwell had to steal. And a very late whistle as Jameer Riley stood on the down in the corner.
You know, we're as far away as we can be from that call, and we can't comment, but it was late in coming.
Shot by Razier up, no good. Rebound, nice block out by Jameer Riley. Riley takes it down, dumps it off to Felix. Felix left all alone for 3, up and rattles out. And let's see, that was going to go on Caldwell County. I think it's going to go on Branch. 2 on Branch, 5 on the Tigers here in the second half. As we get down close to 7 minutes to go in the ball game, Caldwell County has that deficit trimmed to 8. Nice attack by Boyd. He snaps the ball away from Weathers, goes in for the layup, lead down to 6. 39-33. Here come the Tigers. 6:52 left to go in the ball game. Nice hesitation trap out front on Weathers. Boyd came up with the steal. Central works it down to Calvary. Calvary's fouled, and I think it's going to be, is that East with his second?
I think Jude picked up the foul, yes.
That is a huge mismatch. East is giving up not only at least 6 or 8 inches, but probably at least 75 to 100 pounds. Central has the ball out front. They'll try to work some time off. Tanner McHouston into the ball game for the Rebels. He'll work with Weathers. Now Barrow comes out to help out. Only a 6-point lead, 2-possession ball game right now. Caldwell County doesn't have to foul yet. Calvary got away with a travel. Puts the ball up and in off the board. Lead back out to 8 with 6:11 to go. John Davis comes up. Picked up by Barrow. Davis to Boyd. Boyd's guarded by Weathers. Gets it back to Davis. Davis stopped for a second, put the shot up. A little scoop shot went up underneath Calvary. Didn't get the good roll. It comes off. Barrow will bring it up for Todd Central. Barrow guarded by Boyd. Spin move by Barrow, puts it underneath. Shot up by Rager, no good. Nice block out by East against Big Calvary. Jameer Riley's going to drive the lane, drops it off to Davis, and Davis is going to get called for steps. Coach K wanting a foul call as Davis hit coming across the baseline. Kind of like seeing Riley go ahead and put that one up. He had the drive and a tough angle to pass that over to Davis.
Well, we need another stop to whittle his 8-point lead down further.
Caldwell trailed by 13 at the half. Barrow drives the lane, throws a shot up, no good, and he's bailed out. Are they going to get Darian with his fourth? And they do. That's Darian's fourth. He's having one of those nights about like we talked about J.C. Jaggers in the first game. She just soon forget about as Barrow sinks the free throw. Lead back out to 9. Second shot up and good. Both boys and girls games true. Todd Central has shot the ball well from the line.
Mm-hmm.
Davis has it in the across the timeline, excuse me. Guarded by Barrow. Gets it to Boyd. Boyd backs up on Weathers, gives up the 3, puts it over to Davis far side. Davis with a cutting Boyd. Boyd now tripling, nice spin move up and in. And Coach K calls a quick timeout. It's a full, so we'll take a break also. 4:52 left in the ball game. Caldwell trails this one by 8. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. We have some exciting news. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is now a U-Haul dealer in Princeton, Kentucky. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique offers a little bit of everything. Home decor, furniture, antiques, baby items, mattresses, and even natural dog treats like Hot and Cafe and Jake's Corner. We offer a 90-day layaway and financing is available. Come out to Cozy Living Interior and Boutique located at 235 Northville Drive, right next to the Bowman Alley. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is everything a home should be.
Yeah, welcome back here, Todd County. 4 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the game. Caldwell County having just scored to cut the lead from 10 down to 8. Quick timeout, and the Tigers are back on to the floor. Todd County will inbound it and bring it the length of the court. And for the call, Tigers sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. It's Weathers to bring it up for Todd Central. And Todd Central has been in the habit the last few possessions trying to work a little bit of clock off. Now they look like they've gone away from it. They know that this lead is not safe. They dump it down low in a nice play by Calvary up and in. Lead back out to 10. Nice play out of the timeout by Todd Central, and they push the lead back out to double figures. Davis has it, goes off the pick by Riley. Spin move, puts it underneath to the East. The East used his body well to shield that away from Calvary. Up and in by Jude East. And it's 45-37 with just over 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Felix guards Weathers. Bell guarded by Riley. Back to Weathers. Rager, top of the key. Gets it to Barrow. Underneath, it's East trying to guard Calvary. Barrow drives the lane, pulls up for the 8-footer, no good. Calvary knocked it straight to Felix. Felix with the bounce pass over to Davis. Back out to East with the shot, no good. Big rebound by Davis. Davis gets it over to Felix. Felix with the 14-footer, no good. And Todd Central comes up with the ball. Caldwell County had a few chances there, Bob. Had some pretty decent shots and unable to convert. Todd Central's going to call a timeout. It's a 30, so we'll keep that right here. 3:23 left to go in the ball game. Caldwell County trails this one 45-37. 30-second timeout for the Tigers. Bob, that's an opportunity down there. We really needed to score on that one, cut it down to 6, but ball just not dropping tonight for the Tigers. A nice shot at it, just couldn't get it to fall. Caden shooting as well as he shot all year, shooting tonight, just couldn't get it to drop. And what we got to do now is the proverbial stop, as they say. Yeah, because this is a team, I don't think, if it gets to the point where we have to foul and try to make it up at the line, I don't think it's going to happen. Todd Central, a very good free throw shooting team tonight. I would try to find out who their worst shooter is. I don't know how the big men shoot it, but you take the call for just a second. I'll look up their free throw numbers real quick because I did bring those tonight. Weathers with it out at front court. Over to Barrow. Calling for a pick, can't get it, inside to the big man, spins, turns, lays it in. Calvary, really their worst free throw shooter, and he still shoots right at 66%.
Which is about what a lot of teams average.
Other players shooting Nolan Barrow at 80%, Foster at 86%, McHouston at 87%. Shot by Boyd off the mark, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Todd Central, and Davis is going to be called for the foul in the backcourt. Four fouls on Davis, 4 fouls on Boyd right now. Clay Weathers will go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. First shot up off the front of the rim, no good.
I was going to say, the big guy.
Sharp into the lane too early.
They got
number 23, Sharp, with the foul. I thought he just stepped into it, or they caught him with the foul. So Caldwell County has about 2.5 minutes to make something happen. Down by 10. Nice pick by Riley. Dumped down to East. East gets pinballed underneath between Calvary and Sharp, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah. Sharp picks that one up.
And you talked about how important free throws are with the clock stopped. These are big. First one up and in. Caldwell County's going to come with some defensive pressure in their substitution. It's going to be Jamarius Blaine and Adarius Riley coming in for the Tigers, trying to save the fouls on Boyd and on Davis. Both of those with 4 fouls, they'll go to the bench.
We're playing that defense-offense substitution now.
Second shot by East up and in. Lead down to 8, 47-39. Caldwell County calls a quick timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so this is pretty much crunch time, Bob. You got to make it happen here with some defensive stops. Try to keep your, if you will, star players in the ball game and not fouled out, as Boyd and Davis both go to the bench with the 4 fouls on the defensive end for the Tigers.
Yeah, and I don't believe it's none too early to maybe look at who you want to foul if the big kid comes back out, although I don't know they'll put the ball in his hands that often. And if they do get in his hands, he's probably could be expected to be open underneath the basket. But we're going to go full court press here.
Caldwell County's going to go man-to-man full court. Barrow gets it into Sharp. Sharp guarded by Fralix, gets it over to Barrow. Barrow's being chased by Riley. Barrow, a quick kid. He's got a fast dribble. Tries to drive the left lane, puts it over to Weathers, back over to Barrow. Barrow dumps it underneath to Sharp. Sharp with the charge. You can see that coming. He lowered that shoulder, put it right into the chin of Fralix. Fralix had good position, held his ground, and Fralix hit the floor. Foul's going to be called on Sharp. That's his 4th. Caldwell County got the hold.
He's picked up 3 here in about a minute and a half.
Stop by the Tigers. Lets them try to cut this down to a 2-possession ball game. John Davis will bring it up the court. Also checking in is Darian Boyd. Davis dribbles the lane, has it knocked away, and throws it off of Calvary. Good heads-up play by Davis. He got double-teamed, lost the ball.
Maybe got tripped.
Laid on the floor, threw it off the knee of Calvary. Fralix will inbound this one. Gets it into East, over to Davis. Davis to Riley. Riley to Boyd. And Boyd's going to be called for his 5th foul of the night on the charge. And it's going to be a night for Boyd. No, he didn't get his average tonight in points, but a tough night shooting-wise, especially starting out in that first half. He gets called for the charge, gives the ball back to Todd Central. Minute 45 now, 8-point lead. And foul's going to be called on Jameer Riley. That'll send Nolan Barrow to the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots. As Caldwell County, it's been a long time that they've been in the double bonus. Barrow at the line. quickly up and in.
Back in for the Tigers, number 20, Davis, and in for the Rebels, number 20, Johnson.
Barrow shoots 81% from the line on the season. Second one up and in, two. 10-point lead, 1:41 to go. Tigers without Darian Boyd. Steal by Todd Central. Jameer Riley has it taken away, and Barrow comes down. That's going to do it for Davis for the night as he's going to foul out. And Barrow will go back to the free throw line. As Blaine and Riley come into the ball game. Caldwell County had their chance to get it down to 6 or under a couple of times as Barrow puts a shot up, no good, but just could not convert on the offensive end. Foul started to add up. Barrow with his second shot up and good. 50-39, Todd Central with a minute and a half left to go. Felix gets it into Riley. And Riley's pass stolen away by Foster. Up and in, 13-point lead now for Todd Central. Cole gets it into Blaine. Blaine back out to Felix. Felix has it blocked by Calvary. And Calvary's going to be fouled. Triple team, so it's just a matter of which one they choose on this one. I think everybody got a little piece of Calvary on that one. Blaine's going to be called for the foul. Send John Calvary to the line. Caldwell County's going to see their record go back to 500. First shot up, no good. At 13-13, they'll take on Livingston Central tomorrow night. Boys tip off around 7:30 following the girls' game at 6. Final regular season games for the Tigers and Lady Tigers. Minute 12 left on the clock. Calvary at the line for his second up, and he gets the roll. 53-39. Rebels lead the Tigers. Substitutes all around for Todd Central. Blaine brings it up for the Tigers. Takes the pick from East, tries to drive the lane, gets it over to Felix. Felix will bring it out to the top of the key, guarded by Rager. Get it down to Jameer Riley. Riley dumps it off to East. Left-hand shot up off the board and good. Coach K takes the quick timeout. And it's a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. 51 seconds left in this one. Tigers trail by 12. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger basketball on 103.3 The Tiger.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we offer safe and secure funeral planning. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we're staffed with experienced funeral planners who know and understand the different methods of pre-funding final arrangements. We can help you design a plan that fits your individual needs and suits your wishes and beliefs. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
And we're back here at Todd Central, 51.7 seconds remaining. Todd County leading 53-41. Todd County will inbound it. At back court, Tigers in a full court press, and for the call, Tigers sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Inbounds play by Todd Central. Went the length of the court. Missed the shot, though. Rebound comes down to Branch. Branch has 40 seconds, gets it over to... Was that Caps?
Wide Caps, yes.
Wide Caps into the ball game, puts the shot up, no good, but he's fouled. He'll get a chance to get in the books tonight from the free throw line. First shot up and no good. You've got Branch, Blaine, Caps, Riley, and Harris right now for the Tigers on the floor. All starters on the bench for both squads. Second one up and in as Caps gets in the scorebook tonight. Lead down to 11 with 38.4 seconds to go. It's Dominique Morrow being guarded out front. Morrow gets by his man, puts a shot to the corner. And Todd Central content to bring this back out. 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Caldwell County down by 11. Ball tipped out of bounds. And Maul will inbound this one. Well, Maul will come inbound, and it's Bryce Nolan to put it in play. Nolan gets it into McHouston. McHouston gets it to number 14, Kamari Briggs, and gets it stuck, wedged in the rim.
That should be their ball. It's a change of possession.
And the ball will stay with Todd Central. 8.3 left to go in the ball game. Todd Central inbounds. Shot by the younger Nolan. 3 is good with 3 seconds left. 56-42. And that's going to be the ball game. That's our final from Todd Central High School. It's the Rebels 56, the Tigers 42. We'll be back to wrap this one up and look ahead at tomorrow night. Come back with us in 3 minutes. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on WPKY.
Agricultural strategy and the form of financing your farming operation. Fredonia Valley Bank would like to help you with your planting and harvesting season this year by offering competitive rates on all your farming needs, whether it be an agricultural line of credit or an agricultural loan secured by farm real estate. Fredonia Valley Bank can help keep your worry to a minimum when it comes to farming expenses by instituting a repayment plan suitable to meet your needs. If you're wanting to see your farming operation grow and prosper this year, come by to see one of our experienced loan officers today. Fredonia Valley Bank loan officers are willing to sit down with you anytime and discuss the different options we have to offer. Visit Fredonia Valley Bank today at either location, 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
New car buyers, listen up. We need to move our new car and truck inventory fast, and we need your trade. At Tri-Cities Incorporated, we know the dollar is tight, but there's never been a better time to buy a new vehicle. With fantastic rebates, low rates, awesome trade allowance, and 7 American car lines to choose from, Tri-Cities Incorporated is sure to fit you with the perfect vehicle at a price that's pleasing. And as always, if we don't have what you want on our lot, we'll find it for you. Don't go out of town for a good deal. Stay in town for a great deal. Tri-Cities Incorporated, where your trade is worth more.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
February is National Cancer Awareness and Prevention Month. Your healthcare partner, Community Medical Clinic, has an important message. Every day, more and more Americans are beating cancer. The key is knowing what to do and when to do it. When breast, cervical, and colon cancers are found at an early stage, the 5-year survival rate is 90% or more. There's no better weapon in the fight against cancer than early detection. We are committed to keeping our patients healthy and informed. Learn what you can do. Schedule your annual exams, your cancer screenings. Call today, 270-365-0227. Community Medical Clinic is committed to being your partner in prevention and early detection. Save a life. Get checked. Don't wait. Call today. 270-365-0227. Community Medical Clinic.
And we're back here at Todd County Central. Final score tonight, 56-42. Todd County winning over Caldwell County. Caldwell County just couldn't get on track tonight, putting up 42 points, one of their lower scoring efforts of the season. Led tonight by Darian Boyd. Before he fouled out, he had 12 points, 4 in the first half, 8 in the second half. The other player double figure for the Tigers, Caden Fralix, with 11 points, 4 first half, 7 in the second half for his 11. and then it drops down to Jude East with a big, strong game here in the second half. No, not scoring in the first half, 6 points in the second half for a total of 6. 3 points for Jameer Riley, 3 points for John Davis, 2 points for Seth Scott, 2 points for Trip Branch, 1 point for Wyatt Capps getting in the game late. Also 2 points for Jamarius Blaine. Total of 42 points for the Tigers. For Todd County, led tonight by Nolan Barrel, getting just about his average. He's 18 points. 15 points for the big guy inside, John Calvary. 14 points for Tayshawn Foster, a little quick guard out front. Falls off to 4 points for Colin Sharp. 3 points for Bryce Nolan, and 2 points for Austin Rager. Total of 56 points for the Todd County Rebels tonight. Todd County shot the ball extremely well, not only from the field, but from the free throw line, 15 out of 20 for 75%. Caldwell County from the line tonight was only 5 out of 11. So, and uncharacteristically, poor foul shooting by Darian Boyd. He had 3 of the 6 Tiger misses tonight. Darian 0 for 3 at the line tonight, and he came into this game shooting well into the high 70s, maybe even low 80s for the season. So just not a, we just never could get on track, couldn't get points to fall when we had open looks. A couple breaks here and there for Todd County, loose balls going their way occasionally, and those things all work against you.
Yeah, we had a night where basically in that first half we were out defensed early on. Todd Central really brought the pressure early, especially against Darren Boyd. They really took it to him early in the ball game, kind of frustrated the whole squad a little bit as the scoring was down. The shots weren't falling for us. Fell behind, I think, by as many as 15 or 16 at one point. Caldwell County did whittle it down to 8, had a chance to get it down to 6 a couple of times in that fourth quarter, but just a tough shooting night all around for the Tigers, as it was earlier tonight for the Lady Tigers. So a game that will bring them back to 500. They'll have another chance tomorrow night, like Coach Thomas said about the girls. The boys will have a last tune-up before they get ready for district play next week, as both the boys and girls will take on Livingston Central tomorrow night. That'll be on the air around 5:45 with Eric Jacobs and Bob Hayes. The girls tip off at 6, boys about 7:30. But just a tough night for both squads tonight from the floor, not able to do a whole lot offensively. And you could tell by the scoreboard, it just wasn't our night. There's nights where everything's going to go in. There's nights where some things going to go in. Tonight was one of those nights where nothing went for the Lady Tigers or the Tigers.
And especially when it really, really counted. That was the big problem that both teams had tonight. They just couldn't get a shot to fall when it was absolutely essential that one go down. But the other thing is that going into Monday night's game for the Lady Tigers and Tuesday night's game for the Tigers, that you don't want a pushover game, the last 1 or 2 games that you have ending the season. You want them to have to work and figure out things, and that so certainly, and we're going to have our hands full Tuesday night with the boys, with Hopkins Central and Madisonville, North Hopkins, and the Lady Tigers have split this year 1 game each, as well as the boys splitting with Hopkins County Central. So it's dogfight time, as we say. District time is, you never know what happens in district.
Yeah, it's win or go home on Monday and Tuesday night. So you can either make it, play at least 2 more games if you win Monday night, or Tuesday night. If you lose, your season's done, and some of the players will look towards softball. Some of them will look towards next soccer and basketball season. So big nights coming up. But the district tournament at Princeton this year, so we'd love to have a huge crowd for those 2 games on Monday and Tuesday night. Come on out, support these Tigers and Lady Tigers, and let's help them get some wins next week. And if you can, make it to the games tomorrow night. It's a short little drive over to Smithland, and it's a doubleheader night for the Tigers, Lady Tigers, last regular season games of the year. So hope everybody will come out for that, and let's end the season on good notes for these 2 squads that have battled all year long.
Well, I don't think we're going to get Coach K up here. I just see him disappearing through the door. So Again, not the Tigers night or the Lady Tigers night, as you've just said, Dennis, and all we can look forward to is putting this behind us and going down to Livingston Central tomorrow night and performing better.
And hope the rims are a little bit softer or more inviting at least tomorrow night. One of those we're just going to leave out of here, forget about, and look forward instead of in the rearview mirror. So again, Caldwell County Tigers and Lady Tigers drop the doubleheader here at Todd Central tonight. In action again tomorrow night. Eric Jacobs, Bob Hayes, Ty Englebright on the action tomorrow night at Livingston Central. Girls will tip off about 6, boys about 7:30, and we'll have the action with Bob and Eric on the air about 5:45 tomorrow night. So tune in for that. Bob, I appreciate you guys letting me sit in with you again tonight. It's been fun. So for Ty Englebright and for Bob Hayes, I'm Dennis Stevens. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night.
Are still just $1 at McDonald's every day. That's the news. Now the weather. Soft drink lovers at McDonald's report enjoying ice-cold deliciousness. Also reported, chance of refreshment, 100%. Get any size soft drink for just $1, only at McDonald's. A la carte only, limited time offer at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Caldwell County Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball brought to you tonight by Princeton Electric Plant Board, Price Hughes Incorporated, Planters Bank, Community Medical Clinic, McDonald's, Caldwell Medical Center, First Southern National Bank, Pennywell Rural Electric, Gordner Gas Company, the Woodall Agency, KFC A&W, McGregor Group Heating and Air, Farmers Bank and Trust Company, Jeff Rousseau, Attorney at Law, Cozy Living, Interior Boutique, Morgan's Funeral Home, and Fredonia Valley Bank.